Hello, everyone. I'm Cody Stone with Random Encounter Productions. Your show is going to start in just a few minutes, but while I've got you alone, let me talk to you about how you can help us keep the dice rolling. You can join us over at patreon.com/random encounter productions. We have Patreon levels from the $1 to the $20 level. You get access to a lot of really cool things, Heroes of the Multiverse with digital artwork. We're going to be doing overland maps and dungeon maps throughout all of 2019. You also get early access to some of our GM tip videos and raw file footages. You can, at the $10 level, get a Twitch subscription. At the $5 level, you get access to our Discord where we all hang out. The characters write stories. All the wonderful players are great writers and artists, and it's just a wonderful community. We want you to be a part of that. So if you can help support us over there, it would mean the world to us. Also, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch subscription. It's really awesome. You just have to renew it every month. So if you choose to do that with us, that would be amazing. So thank you very much for that. Just remember to renew it every month. If you don't have Amazon Prime, if you can't patronize right now, there's a few ways you can still help the channel. That would mean the world to us. First of all, we're getting our YouTube channel up and running, youtube.com/random encounter productions. We're going to be doing exclusive shows over there, as well as our GM tips, really pushing to put out content on a daily basis. So please subscribe over there, hit the bell, hit the notification thing, share those videos, help us get the word out as much as possible, because we love doing these shows for you guys. We want to do them for everybody. So that would be wonderful. If you want to help us out in other free ways, we have a Twitter, we have an Instagram, and we're on Facebook. All the links to those things are down below. So join us over there, subscribe, share, follow, all of that classic stuff. And we really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We love doing this, and we love doing it for you, with you, and all of those things. So we will see you soon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Caitlin from Random Encounter Productions, and I'm here to talk to you about our team's quest for MegaCon. Those of you who have been watching our channel or following along on any of our social media have probably noticed that we've been asking for donations more than normal lately. There's a very simple reason. Our team is attempting to finally visit all of the major conventions in the area as a channel. That means MegaCon, Comic-Con, Hero Hype, all kinds of amazing events that we hope to be a part of. For those of you who have already donated, thank you. We appreciate you so much, and we love all of you, and we would give you all hugs if we could, but some of you live in other countries, so that's not really practical. But for those of you who are still on the fence, or maybe just heard about our donate-a-thon, or maybe just heard about who we are, let me give you the highlights. This channel, Random Encounter Productions, is a tabletop gaming, D&D, and general nerd channel. We hope to be able to bring our content to brand new viewers. The best way to do that is the convention circuit. So what does your donation get us? Well, it can help pay for our actual table costs, surprisingly pricey in a lot of circumstances. It can help us get the shelving we need to store our merchandise, and it can help us buy the merchandise in bulk that we want to sell to all of you. For instance, our shirts, designed and ready to go, but very expensive to print one at a time. Candles from our wonderful friends over at Sugar and Geek. They've designed specialty scents just for us. Class decals from our friends at Geek My Ride. They are amazing, incredible, and shiny spectacular. We just want to bring them to all of you. Books written by yours truly. I'm hoping to bring copies of Windswept and Ink Spice, both very well received YA epic fantasy novels, to our lovely friends at all these new conventions. And dungeon maps made by our very own Cody Stone. That's just some of the amazing merchandise that we want to bring. But more importantly, we want the chance to make new friends and attract new viewers. The bigger this channel gets, the more people know about us, the better we can make the shows for all of you. And the great thing about this is, when you donate to our quest for MegaCon, you're not just helping one person. You're helping an entire family of streamers, storytellers, creators, writers, and artists pursue a dream. Every single person that we have here on the Random Encounter Productions team wants something more. They want to do something big. They want to be part of something exciting. They want to bring their vision and their stories to all of you. Even $1 helps them get there. So, no matter where you're watching us right now, be it YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, there will be a link in the video description telling you how to donate. You can donate through PayPal. You can join our brand new fundraiser where you get a exclusive shirt for donating. Or you can join our Patreon and know that all funds are going toward making this channel a better place. We are so, so happy that we've spent the last 10 months performing for all of you. We hope to be able to do it for a long time. And we hope to be able to do it at some of the conventions. So, once again, I'm Caitlin Bellamy from Random Encounter Productions. Thanks for listening. Your show's going to start real soon. But until then, be cool.
Hey guys, let's talk about Skull Splitter. That's right, one of our wonderful sponsors and my favorite name to say. You can find the link down below. Just look for that helmet and the awesome double axe feature. They are a fantastic dice company. They do exclusives of their own design for dice palettes. We gave away some of their Huntress sets. We're going to be getting more giveaways from them in the future. Also, they do these really awesome dice tins that are class exclusive for the Rogue, the Warlock, the Wizard, and I believe the Gunslinger as well. They do pounds of dice. They do grab bags of dice. Their stuff is absolutely awesome. They do plastic. They do stone. They do metal. They do it all. So click on the link down below. Head on over there. Check them out. Anything you order there through our link helps out the channel. And otherwise, just tell them we sent you. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Hey guys, check out our friends over at Caspollux, CASPOLLUX.com. Enter the promo code Random Encounters. You get 15% off your entire order over there. They are awesome. They do dice, they do jewelry, they do a lot of really fun, nerdy things. They ship very quickly. It is high quality goods and it is extremely well priced. And with an additional 15% off, you guys can go absolutely nuts. So please check them out. They're friends of the channel. They help us out, and the more you guys get from there, the more things that we can actually give away to you guys. So head on over there. Once more, that's Caspollux, CASPOLLUX.com. Promo code Random Encounters. All right, see you soon. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone.
Oh, no.
With me tonight, we have...
Oh no! I'm Courtney and I'm playing
You do this every time
Armistice,
and I always
the
forget.
Tiefling Gunslinger. He said, I'm Cody Stone. You said, oh no!
That was me.
Yeah,
I thought I was Cody Stone
That
today.
doesn't feel confident.
Hold on, what's my name again? I'm Allison, and I am playing Mina, the Tiefling Necromancer.
Hi, I'm Sam and I'm playing Daria, and she is a Water Genasi life cleric.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, and I'm
Here.
Here.
there.
And I'm here
Caitlin, and
too.
I'm playing Yvonne, the half-elf rogue bard.
You got it
Also
right
a
tonight.
unicorn.
You got it right. I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
You
you're-
didn't call yourself a barbarian.
Ooh, 2 net.
Ooh.
That's all my luck for the night,
It's
guys.
gone. It's gone.
I'm not going to do anything important tonight.
All right, guys. Well, we do have a few days left on our
I
exclusive
always do
fundraiser
that.
shirt.
We do.
It is our +1 to disguise shirt. So if you guys are interested in that, please go ahead and order it. We can only order them if we get 12 orders or more. If we do not get the orders, you get the money back.
So it's no risk.
Yeah, no harm, no foul. So
I got
yeah, please check
no.
those out. Also, we are 10% of the way to our MegaCon.
I know we got 10% of the way there.
That's
I know.
great.
That's
I saw that-
incredible.
I saw that jump when I signed on to watch the other night and was
Yeah.
so excited. I was like, what?
Yeah. From one
Very
special
excited.
note. So that
Oh.
just made me really happy.
It
Um,
absolutely is.
That was beautiful.
very special and tremendous. So,
I was
so
gonna say I
thank
love
you.
people, which is a lie. But
And like
Um,
I love
some people
I love our
sometimes.
viewers.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is not a lie.
So, any other business that we need to go over before we jump
tomorrow.
in? Tomorrow.
We're doing
That's
something
right.
tomorrow.
What are you guys up to
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
We're gonna have like a Q&A, hangout,
Sean,
doing some dice inking.
Sean is calling it a biddy night
Yeah.
because we are matchmaking dice.
Yeah.
I love that.
Which I
We're
thought was
just gonna
hilarious.
sit around, have some tea, answer some questions. If you guys are in the Discord, you can pop some questions over there for us for tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll tweet
Be
something
taking them on the
probably.
fly.
Can you send me a picture of the dice when you get a chance?
Yes,
for
it's
the-
on my Twitter right now.
Okay, can I use that one?
Yes.
Thank you. We have some new friends tonight.
We do.
We have new friends
From
tonight.
From Allison.
Dice
friends.
Oh, hi, friends.
Yes.
Wait, Dice Friends?
She was
Yes.
gonna do a shout out.
Dice.
I was gonna throw, but I was letting her.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I
she was
just-
letting you interrupted me.
I did. That's not
you
what I meant to
interrupted
do.
me
Interrupted my
get
sister.
It's
Oh, but she's a
it's okay.
unicorn. She's a hamster unicorn.
That's what the hood is for. But we are doing
She's so
something
unicorn
tomorrow.
and happy.
I guess that's the end of that announcement.
Yeah, tomorrow there will be
Are you
a crafting stream.
Yay.
Maybe we can set up the Logitech as like a little
Yep, that's the
close-up
plan.
cam. Nice.
I was gonna
Good
say
plan.
my other solution, my other option was if we're not having anybody in that seat, we can.
You can.
We-
yeah.
we
it just
discussed- yeah.
it blocks off movement. But yeah, whatever. you
I
guys
mean,
want.
we're gonna be sitting here with dice. Like I don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna be. I think it'll probably
I
be
thought we were
okay.
gonna be sprinting, but okay.
Yeah, I know. I hate to break it to you like this, Allison, but we're not
I was
sprinting.
hoping we'd be exercising the
No,
whole
that
time.
is not-
Why are we
No.
friends? Why would you hope that? Why would you do that to
It'd be
us?
funny.
You're evil.
No, she's not. Don't talk to my sister like that.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what
Don't
this
talk to
accent
her
is. It's
sister
not.
like
It's not
that.
armistice. I don't know which
Oh,
sister
I
talks
moved it.
like
I'm like,
that.
I don't even know where the die went that I was gonna. Yeah.
That one?
But yes, I know the one that I set in front of me, so I'd remember where it was, and I forgot where it was. Yeah, I wanted to give a special shout out to the people over at Die Hard Dice.
Ooh.
I just bought these beautiful purple moonstone
They're so
dice
pretty.
from them. They're gorgeous.
They have
I-
a close-up video
yes,
on their
they
Twitter.
do have a close-up video on their Twitter, and I believe it is an exclusive design to them, and they are absolutely beautiful. But they sent me a very nice note to go along with the dice, a very nice, like, long handwritten note, and they sent me like some notes about my art, and it just really made my entire day. So thank you guys. You should definitely go support them. Buy some awesome dice from them.
You have a lot of
because
dice from them.
I do. I have a bunch of dice from them now, and I'm gonna go buy more because they just posted another set that I was like, well.
Well, there's that.
But yeah, there's some really great people over there, and they might be watching because they said, you know, good luck on your Twitch stream. So
Hey,
if you're watching at any point, Chris was the one who wrote the note. Thank you so
Mhm.
much. And yeah,
What
Have
is the
fun
set
watching.
called again?
Purple
Purple
Moonstone.
Moonstone.
Thank you.
I'm going to use them to restore the Luna.
It's literally the pinned tweet on their Twitter.
Yes, they're beautiful.
Awesome.
And yeah,
Good times. All right, guys. Well, a small group tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see
Hi, we're here.
how much trouble we will get into.
All of it.
We may have a
Like a
shorter night.
challenge.
We will see.
I need. Yes.
Our heroes are members of the Free Arcadian Coalition of Knights, an organization dedicated to keeping the Arcadian Straits free, weird, and self-governing. They have set up the town of Sanctum, capital city of the new Commonwealth of Sanctuary, or Sanctuary of the Moon, an offshoot of the Albrechtian Empire. This all comes off the back of a hard-fought battle and tough negotiation. Recently, they have discovered that many things within the empire are amiss, from their emperor being replaced to some theological issues.
Tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery.
Theological tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Name of the episode.
My favorite genre.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to be a tomfoolery cleric.
Ah.
That's just a trick.
Trick.
right there.
That's
Yeah.
trickery.
That's trickery.
Hey.
But you don't worship the trickster, you worship Tom.
Maybe that's the
Tom
real
is a
name.
Yeah.
fool.
Tom's a fool.
Mm. So yeah, they've discovered a number of these issues. They have been working in pursuit of gathering some older heroes, some old adventurers that were known as Hal's Irregulars, the original members. They had caught up most recently with two of them, Animus and Oreshki, in the northern mountains. There they ran afoul of a death tyrant who lived up to its name and have recently been repaying debts to Michael of the Crimson Seven, who used extensive boons to set right what he had seen, and seems to be researching deity corruption in his own way, or a number of artifacts that they have been sent on. The last errand they have to do for him, he is still in the process of preparing. So he does not have that task necessarily ready for you guys today. You had discussed possibly working with Animus and Oreshki. You do have the teleportation circle, so you guys can pop back and forth between there. And then I know you guys mentioned potentially having some things to do in.
Don't remember the word that I
Symptom.
used, and I liked the word that I used.
Was it not tomfoolery?
No,
Okay.
Or shenanigans.
chaos.
no, it was a verb.
Verb.
It'll come to
Was it
me.
chaos?
I'll just yell
We're
it.
gonna go chaos.
A
thing?
cha-cha-cha?
We're gonna go cha-cha-cha. 10 seconds.
That was less than 10. It was
No,
fun.
that's all I want to hear. I just don't
This
want
guy doesn't like George Michael.
Was she showing you vines?
No, he
showed
did
her.
this.
It was the YouTube video. It
I
was
did
the
that thing that I
sexy
do
sax man.
sometimes where I make like my uncomfortable noise. I'm like, but I didn't. I like careless whisper just snuck its way in there.
Uh-huh.
If you guys haven't seen Sexy Sax Man, I'm gonna just turn that towards me a little bit because I can tell that's
Beautiful.
pointing at nobody. Hi, microphone. It's fine. I'm loud enough without it.
That's fair. We've had a good projecting group tonight.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the Sexy Sax Man videos, they are an oldie but a goodie.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It is a fun prank of a guy playing Careless Whisper in a wide variety of locations.
It's true.
Excellent.
And
So.
a slim variety of clothing.
Yes,
Yes.
as little clothing as possible, really.
I mean, he has the suspenders for literally no reason.
Unrelated, I have to go to YouTube right now.
Oh
It's not
fuck!
Chris Pine.
I
calm
don't.
down.
It's gonna come to me. It'll come to me later.
Chicanery?
Okay.
I can't. Like I said this sentence twice earlier, and it's just gone from my mind.
Was it chicanery?
It really wasn't.
Are you sure?
Just George Michael around
Mhm.
Sanctum.
Yeah. Putter.
It might have been. It may have been putts.
I like,
Mm.
let's just George Michael around.
I do too.
Mhm.
Now I wish it was that. That's the kind of night we're having, kids.
It is. That is the kind of night we are having.
The George Michael kind of night.
Well,
Good night.
ladies, the night is yours, but we can begin with
Thanks, ladies.
Yvonne. I believe you do have some
Stuff.
downtime.
Can we begin with the date?
She actually may not.
She may not.
Because we came back on
Oh,
the same
you guys
day.
came
We
back
in
a
fact
minute
we in
later.
fact
I
gained
wasn't
a
at the last
day.
night either.
We gained a
We
day.
literally were gone for a minute.
We were gone for 1 minute.
Yeah, but what day was it?
The 17th of Numenera.
Okay, so I
I think you were the one before that.
we got back on the 17th.
Yeah, and then we
Just turned around and left without
Yes.
the rest of us.
They went back. They got the Chaos Toad masks and
Right, so it's the
came back a
18th.
minute later.
no, it's the 17th. It's the 18th.
It's still the 17th.
It's the
How
18th.
many adventures are we doing on this day?
It's the
You know what?
18th.
I'm going
I don't
to
know.
bed.
I need a long
Wake me
rest
up on
in
the
there
18th of Numenera, all right?
I can't do math. I'm gay. I'm bad at math.
All right, fine.
not
You
sitting in my
went-
chair
you
right.
went back. I went to visit a friend. It's not important. Who
Okay.
else? I'm really interested in the Lunarchy
Math
now.
is sitting
What?
Nothing. It's not
What?
important.
What?
It's not important.
What?
What?
For those
That's
people
important.
at home, would you like to share for them?
Well, we won't listen. It's fine.
No, Courtney knows. Armistice says
No,
what?
she knows.
Oh,
Okay, can the rest of the can I know?
No,
Do
yeah.
I get to know?
Yeah,
I,
no, it's just
I think I should
it's-
know.
Mina's friends with Kaladin and
it's
Armistice
literally
hates
that
it.
Mina is
know.
friends with Kaladin.
That's
and,
it.
and Mina's the
Oh.
only person who will talk to Kaladin at this
Oh.
point.
I had
So
no problem with it.
so she spends time with him when
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
yeah.
everyone else has not been very nice to him.
I've been super nice to
Because
him.
nobody told Courtney his deal for 3 games, so I didn't know what I was working with. I asked, and nobody told me anything.
Courtney, was this
I
the
didn't even
surprise
ask.
party
He-
friend?
I didn't
Is
even
that
ask.
what this
He
was?
was. I think that's why I
It
hate
was-
it.
Yeah,
I-
was
I didn't even ask. He burst into tears in the first thing she said she had with him. She went, "Oh, he's broken. I'm gonna be his friend."
that's what it was.
Yikes.
You got a surprise party friend.
Oh, I hate that.
Aw.
You're not
That-
wrong.
That's
You're
why
a
you're.
surprise friend.
I hate surprise parties so much.
So it
So
was
you
a
hate surprise
surprise
friends
friend.
even more.
I cried at the
heard-
surprise engagement party
heard.
that threw us because
you were
didn't-
very angry.
I was really upset.
Okay, but just picture me and Courtney getting up to the house, though, for the viewers at home, and
There's cars all
there's
over the
cars
place.
in the street because Caitlin texts and it's like, "Hey, I
Different
need you
Caitlin.
to."
Oh no, me,
I
Caitlin.
think
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
you.
me,
It
Caitlin.
was like, "Can you come by the house to pick something up?" Is what I think it was, and we're like, "Well, yeah." And then we see all
Sure.
these cars in the in the parking lot in the driveway, and we're like, Did we not get invited to a game night?" Was literally where we went first.
See, so you felt terrible, and then you felt loved.
No, the surprise is still bad.
That's how that works for her. I'm pretty sure that's not how she sees that.
Listen, it was not my job.
Surprise
to-
is
it was-
bad.
my job was just to make the magic, get you guys there, buy all the things, and plan the thing. It wasn't my idea to have it though, so that's not on me.
No surprise.
I was asked.
I don't surprise well. I don't jump scare at all. Nothing jump scares me, but when I am surprised, like emotionally, I get upset.
That's weird.
It's really
I love being
surprised
surprised
and anger.
emotionally. If people just like showed up with puppies and flowers, I'd be like, "It's my everything."
I don't
But
like
jump scares.
I don't
think
like
are-
Sam not telling me what gifts she's getting me for holidays.
That's why she always knows what I'm getting her.
That is weird.
She got mad at me when I proposed.
That is okay. That's a
I don't like
lengthy
surprises.
thought
I
for a
hate
different
it.
stream because I will
we
get.
we can dive into that
I
tomorrow.
said, we'll talk about this tomorrow.
We really can't. I don't need those thoughts on stream for anyone to see. Yeah.
I don't know what just happened there.
Fucking
I was
triggered.
about to say, no, this is just a funny story here, but we can move on.
Fine.
So anyway, are there any,
What?
so anyway, out of curiosity, are there any graveyards in Sanctum?
Yeah,
It was
there.
a necropolis.
There's
It was.
This is perfect.
those dead people are not around. There's a
Those
there,
dead people, their friends are fine.
actually there are up on the hill a patch of wealthy mausoleums, but most of the
Are the families that maintain those mausoleums still around, or they wouldn't care? If
Or
like,
can
they're-
Mina go play with their leftovers?
I mean, if you guys want to go explore random rich people mausoleums,
I'm just saying.
I think this is a Mina thing. I don't think she's
I'm just
inviting
saying
us
I
to
need-
this.
I don't know. Tomb
I'm
Raider
just saying
sounded
I
fun.
need cheap
Tomb Raider does
labor
sound
for
fun.
my tower.
Listen, I'm fine with
No.
tomb raiding. I'm
I
fine
was,
with
I was honestly just trying to change the subject.
going in the dead of night and robbing old rich people we didn't know. Let's do that. That's a good for this party. For this specific party.
um,
I was literally just trying to change the
No, I
subject.
know.
most of the working class actually received sea burials
Oh.
because
that makes sense.
That is a large part, and being on the peninsula, the poorer districts were near the shipping areas, so they would have different like pyre bodies and ash scatterings and things like that.
Gotcha.
So what you're telling me is that there's an entire army in the bay. Should I need that?
In the Bay of Cleater.
Should I need that? And Cleater, probably.
Listen,
The Bay Cleater.
if I cast water breathing on myself, I can go down there.
This is the
You know
adventure
what?
I want to see.
I
I'm not,
can't go on that.
I would like to see. I'd like to see
I'm-
Mina raising from
okay.
the ocean
Are
with his
there any-
army, like Pirates of the
are there any-
Caribbean.
I'm busy that day.
enchanters and stuff in Sanctum.
Well, enchant.
Don't die. You have water.
I know it's what's stroking me.
Oh, you're drowning.
Exciting.
Let's drink some more.
I cast water breathing.
I mean, I can do that, but it's take
That is one of
11
those
minutes.
spells I would take in real life so hard. Water breathing? Man, would I always prep that spell if that was a real life spell. You never know when you're going to have to swim away from an attacker. And
No,
do,
man,
like,
the ocean's scary. Also, lakes are scary. That's where alligators
less
live.
scary if you can breathe, because then you can, like,
I thought you were still talking about the
Are you
ocean.
that close to
I was
bodies
like,
of
sweetie,
water?
no, alligators don't live in the
Dolphins
ocean.
always have.
I realized that. I'm like, hold on.
Listen, it's just always a thought on my mind.
Always
that
drowned
you may
multiple
need to
times
swim
as a
away
kid.
from something.
You what?
Almost drowned multiple times as a kid
So you should have water breathing.
in the ocean.
So you should, that's
Was it because you were stubborn and you kept going back in because you loved the ocean?
I no,
I'm
it
not saying
was
that that's an experience.
two
I had.
different times. My uncle saved me before he passed away.
Oh,
now I'm understanding why you never want to go to the beach.
I just don't like sand.
I almost drowned once, and then it took me
I-
2 years to get back in
I
the water.
love the ocean. I hate sand.
That's fair.
Okay, Anakin.
Anyway, yeah, it's course it's rough, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere. He was right. He was right about pretty much everything except killing the children.
I don't
Alright,
have
hold
any
on.
weird hangups about the beach.
Poor Sam,
That's where
but
Wizard
everything's
took me
fine.
for my bachelorette party. We had a lovely time.
That sounds nice.
Aw. Alright.
But was it a surprise?
Yes, actually, she didn't tell me where
Hey.
we were
She
going.
doesn't
And I
have
was
problems with
fine.
I was furious for my bachelorette party. I didn't find out where we were going till we were an hour out.
See, I hate that when you
Do
have
you know
to
what that
pack.
reminds me of? Have you ever seen Scrubs?
Yeah.
You've seen Elliot's bachelorette party?
Probably. I'm sure. I
She
have.
is so controlling that when Carla throws her the bachelorette party, she first of all refuses, and Carla eventually just plans for literally everything she could want.
Mhm.
And she's like, "You're getting picked up at this time. These are the people that are invited. They've been told to bring changes of clothes. What about this girl? We're going to drive past her. If you want her to come, we will stop. If not, you can cuss at her through the window of
We're
the,
gonna drive
of the
past
limo.
her.
Yeah, it's
Good.
it was like
Good.
all of this stuff.
Yeah, that's
It was
fine.
like that's how you have to
No, if you
surprise
look
Courtney.
Yeah.
difference between me and Courtney. Other Caitlin just was like, so we're something to go out to dinner in. Bring your bathing suit and clothes for the next day. We're probably gonna go fancy dinner that night too. And I said, okay, cool.
I don't like if I have to pack for
And
a
in Florida,
lengthy
that could be
adventure.
literally anywhere.
Here's the thing: if girls are telling me it's a surprise, here's what to pack, I trust them. If guys are
That
telling
did
me
happen
it's a
too,
surprise,
but-
here's how to pack, I go, fuck that. I need to know where we're going because you never know what kind of shoes I need. And that's like, at least tell me, give me a weather heading, give me a how long we're going. Like, you got to give me more so I can pack appropriately.
Okay, so next time you want to take Caitlin somewhere out as a surprise, you consult with us. We'll
Yeah.
say this is what you tell her to pack,
Yeah.
and
Right.
then when she says screw that, you go no.
Yeah.
Here's the list written in Courtney's handwriting,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's,
and we'll all sign it so
Yeah.
that she knows
that's
It's in her hand with her seal.
our fingerprints
The
and blood.
lips,
Get
like-
it got weird.
Nah,
not
that's
weird.
Right. That's right.
It was
For-
weird when we sat at this table.
For us,
Like,
pretty par for the course.
yeah.
Enchanter wise,
Yes.
there are some. So, for instance, Brosna, the guy that runs the Scribble Writ, they can do some minor enchanting. There is no specific enchanter that is homed in Sanctum. However, right now you do.
Michael.
Michael's here.
Michael is here. Michael is the grandest of enchanters.
That's
He
true.
is what takes other individuals years or decades to enchant, because there is time frames depending on rarity, he can do in a day.
Okay.
His pricing is odd and
Yeah.
expensive, but as far as just the capability of enchantment, you can do no better than Michael.
We had questions for him anyway, right?
Probably.
About
Yeah. Scooter
a resident.
about a local.
Sure, we
We
can
can go straight to local.
we can talk to Michael.
He's local now. We've moved him.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go talk to Michael.
Okay.
All right.
We got the scary frog masks.
Good. When?
Oh,
I saw you. I don't know what this accent is. I saw you a couple hours ago. Well, I saw you yesterday, like
we went and
after
then,
lunch. You just went after lunch,
Basically,
yeah, kind of.
and you didn't invite me.
You were
Also, can I have
busy.
my
I couldn't
clock
find
back,
you.
please?
Oh, right, that's true.
Can I please have my clock back? I
Yeah,
have
yes.
active things I do with that, so now my downtime is fucked because I didn't have it. Like,
It was a
It
day.
it wasn't any downtime.
Oh, my last day was on the 6th. So
Ah.
I have downtime.
They would have used it
Yeah.
a
No,
day.
I forgot that it was a day, but I still have time. So cool.
I thought you were in the session.
You didn't go to limbo with them?
You didn't?
Not second time
No.
around, no.
The
I went
first
first
time.
time.
The first time.
Yes, and I have written down
What?
6th of Numenera as our return date.
Wait,
16.
Okay.
We
So it was the-
literally went
I
to
wrote on the
limbo,
17th.
came back, went back the next
I definitely
day.
have 6th
Yeah.
written.
Yeah,
down. Okay, got
That's
it.
yeah, no, you were with us.
16th.
I will
That's a
say that
different
yes,
date.
I wrote down 17th of Numenera to return.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
the
so
beginning of the
17.
session where we went to visit Michael was I had written down.
I wrote
the
down that we
7th.
got back on the 16th and our next
Numenera.
day was the 17th.
You guys pick. It's a day.
because I had,
We got back on the 16th and our next day was the 17th because that's what we did the math for.
Yeah,
My
I
point
had.
is just we didn't like have long
Yeah,
downtime.
I was.
for the
I
two
will
of
say
you, at
the,
least.
what I
Thank you.
had was after the Globe, we returned on the 6th of Numenera, and then I think we took a week in town.
Okay.
That sounds. That's
So you-
probably why the
We took
numbers
a
So
week
you
in
had-
town
So you have your clock for it. That
Yeah.
for that week,
downtime.
but that you were
Yeah.
with us because we were all doing research stuff in
Right.
town. I remember that.
Yeah. Was there downtime that we missed for you? That
we
needed?
No,
we
not
were
yet.
doing training.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were doing training for
Training
limbo.
montage.
That's
Doing
what
Yes.
brain
Brain
training.
The
Yeah,
limbo
I had
training
a
That's
limbo
montage.
what it
training
was.
montage. Okay.
So we
I
didn't
was-
leave
I had no
Michael. And,
downtime.
you didn't leave Michael and
Okay.
come back a minute later with the clock. We came back like a week later with the clock.
Okay, yeah.
Because we went to the fortress first
Mhm.
and got limbo training. I was like, what did we do for a week? We did training.
That's right. With Athep.
Mhm.
Yeah, we went to the Adamantian fortress.
We definitely
a
did do
week in
that.
training. I wrote it down to steal our minds for limbo.
Good.
Yeah, because
How low can it go?
yeah, I was really wondering if you guys hadn't and you had
What
gone
did we
to
do? Yeah.
limbo, it would have just been like, I don't know, y'all figure out how to move.
Ah.
And like,
I was like,
all
yeah, no,
those
no,
sorts of
that's-
things.
And because we had to contact the other group too and give
Mhm.
them time to get there. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was we were like, hey, we'll meet you here
Yeah,
in
because we had
about
to
a
hang
week's
out and wait
time.
for our nega selves.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what it was. I was like, I know we somewhere lost a like it was we were like, yeah, it's 10 days.
hmm
Yeah. Okay, cool. So now it's the 18th.
It is the 18th.
Yay!
Yay.
Okay.
Great. The clock was not out of your hands for more than probably an hour in
Yeah,
the
no,
time that
that's-
you borrowed it.
Yeah, I was
when you came
under
back.
the impression that I had more time.
You
I'm
did not.
assuming you picked it out of her pocket and are now returning it to her. You're
There you go.
I think she would have given it.
Would she have?
Yes, she would have.
She didn't tell me she was going.
However, if you pick it, she's just going to disappear into the Feywild for the rest of the time, and no one will use it.
We don't have to use it anymore. We're done.
We think.
Well, I mean, it's good to have around on.
Yeah, we're done with
I was
it
about
right
to say,
now.
well,
For
don't say
this
that too
moment.
fast, it might be handy.
Yeah,
What do you mean for the rest of the time? You'll be back as soon as you leave.
The rest of the time.
the rest of the time
Time.
that we have
The
them.
time.
That's
You
why
said
you
it.
need the clock.
Tired to keep up today, guys.
Hi, good morning.
My
Good-
stomach is
good-
kind of killing.
Would you like some tea?
Do you need crackers?
No, I need nothing. I need
That was an
nothing at all.
in-game thing.
What?
Good
That was an
morning.
in-game thing. Do you want some tea?
Yeah.
It's ginger.
Yes.
Daria made it.
It's lovely. I assume it's lovely.
Daria made it.
Good. It's perfect.
Right, so did
So you had success then.
yes,
Nice.
there were scary frog masks, and we got them.
We did.
There was
So-
a lot of vomit as well.
A lot of people threw up.
I-
I wouldn't talk about that
I
right
wouldn't
now.
talk about that right now.
So sorry.
Like-
You're right. I apologize.
I watched Jacqueline like physically cry with happiness at the end of that. I want to play a game with her so badly.
it's delightful.
I've never gotten to play.
It's a
with-
joy.
with Nezra.
It's a joy. Oh man. Okay. Cool. I'm
Right,
here.
so-
right. So
How's everybody doing?
I had a lovely night. Thank you.
Did you?
Stargazing.
Oh, right.
This is just so you know. Don't worry, pick up on it.
Anyway, anyone have any plans for the day?
Not
I
really.
mean, all I had to do was get tea and you provided it, so I'm wide open.
Did you schedule that into your day?
Always.
How odd.
Savanos had made me promise to start taking care of myself better, so I've had to start scheduling in tea breaks.
Is that how you take care of yourself?
Yes.
And he doesn't do anything?
That's a very different kind of scheduling.
You schedule that?
Listen, I have a weird time frame thing happening. I tend to lose track of it.
What weird time frame thing?
12 o'clock. What weird time frame? A monthly one I have to work around.
Hold on. I hand you a book.
Oh.
It's a handwritten book that Ruby and I have written.
Oh. She understands the biology. She doesn't understand the euphemism.
We'll work on it. Ruby and I are getting really good at euphemisms.
Right.
We've been
What?
practicing.
Why?
Because some people use them all the time and it's hard to understand them if you don't understand them.
That was eloquent.
So you're practicing.
Yeah.
Have you made a lot of people in town uncomfortable lately? She's doing wrong euphemisms and like making people be like, "How do you think sex works?" Oh god, like, is that what they're? She just walks around. Is that what they're calling it? And they go, "What?"
All her euphemisms
What?
are based off of Madeline.
All of her euphemisms. Oh god. Oh, no,
All of her
no,
euphemisms are based off of
terrible.
Madeline's stories. That's what this book is. Every
Oh,
time
no.
Madeline tells either of them a story, they write down the story in the book and then they have like a book report on it where they discuss it and they try to figure out what things meant.
This is
That's
a book club
incredible.
I want to be a
Did you
part
not
of.
know about this? We've been doing this for like a
They've
month
been doing
and a
it for
half.
so long.
This makes me incredibly happy. I love it. Good. I'm going to have to take that book at some point. Yeah, nope, I want to see it.
do you not know how it works either?
No, I do. I have. I message you. I'm like, these aren't particularly racy for someone who probably doesn't know what the parts are. Like, okay, we may have to have a conversation with them.
I message back. She's young. She's not stupid.
Oh no, I'm talking about. I can't do that voice. I'm talking about rubies.
Talking about me and I think I don't know.
They are
that really focused.
effectively.
Oh, Armistice doesn't know how to message subtly because she doesn't really know how it works. Well, because technically, when you guys do it, you're like whispering into a wire. That's
Her Mina's is an earring.
Yeah,
That's
you-
why I
you-
always
you
grab the
do
ear.
things.
She has like. She
I
has the
think
silver,
Armistice
like-
thinks you have to do that.
Yeah, she only does it. She doesn't even need to touch it. It's just for me. It's to signal when I'm
Yeah.
messaging
So
someone.
that's
No, I don't.
But
She
for her,
doesn't.
she literally-
She doesn't know how to
She's
message
wearing
subtly.
the silver wires. She's got
She
silver
doesn't-
hoops in her ears.
She doesn't know how magic works.
She doesn't know or
She has a
understand.
wizard
magic.
for a little sister, and
Like apparently every character I've had this campaign, she doesn't know or understand magic.
We could go to the shooting gallery. We could all try shooting your guns.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I
It's a control-
absolutely do.
It's a controlled environment.
I mean, you can try. If you break them, I'll be very upset.
I don't want to do that.
They're very expensive to
Maybe a
fix
con
if they
has
break.
some fun. Maybe a con has some ones that aren't.
A con
expensive.
probably does.
Okay.
Mine are just.
But first, we should go visit Michael because we're
Right.
talking about your guns.
Oh, okay.
I had an idea,
Okay.
and I don't think there's anyone else in town who could help.
Okay. Sure.
Also, had a separate idea about Gooter.
Okay.
What about Gooter?
Did we tell
did
you?
we explain about Gooter? Have you met Gooter?
So Gooter's
No.
really a dragon, but he doesn't remember.
Gooter is a gnome that doesn't remember being a dragon, but he's immortal and he doesn't have to eat.
But he likes steak.
Right.
He likes to chew things.
He likes to chew things. It's
We
not
should
really
have
that he
just
likes
gotten
to
like a dog
eat.
toy.
He likes to chew
A
things.
steak flavored dog toy.
Yeah.
Just like a rawhide.
I could just bring him dog toys every
He'd
time
like
we stop
it.
by.
I mean, I'm on
He'd be
board.
so happy.
I'm not against
Just
this.
chew forever.
Chronological what?
Right. We think he's a really old dragon who got turned in. He feels like fire.
Fire?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, but he doesn't remember anything, so we're trying to help him remember.
But I haven't been able to find anything. But I think Michael's pretty old, so he might know something.
Maybe. Maybe he's seen something like it before.
Well, all right.
So we'll go to Michael's. Does he have a name for his?
To Michael's to pick up.
It's just
We're
we're gonna
some
go to
fabric
Michael's.
and some crafting wire and
Michael's crafts.
There's a
Michael's
restaurant.
and arts and enchantments.
There's a restaurant in my hometown called Michael's as well.
I've been to a Michael's.
No, his establishment doesn't have a
Does he have a partner named Joanne?
title.
No,
Say what?
Joanne.
That partner
He
name.
has a
You have
partner named Joanne.
Mm-mm.
Michael's and Joanne.
Damn it.
Unfortunately, no.
Home Goods is his next door neighbor though.
Okay.
It's next to the
Ross.
Hobby
It's
Lobby.
And
Ross.
Marshalls.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, these are all names.
And TJ Maxx.
That's two guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
TJ and Max.
TJ and
No,
Max.
it's actually TJ and Max. It's 3.
Oh, I was gonna say that they were a couple, but no, it's the
They could be polyamorous.
Yeah,
They could be a
it's a threesome.
Thirple.
It's a thing.
A thirple.
the term is thruple.
Thank you. I was like, no, there's like an actual
The term is
term.
thruple.
You didn't know it.
It's not
No, but
thruple.
there is something from a show, and that is an actual name.
Yeah.
I pulled it from a TV show.
I don't
I'm not
remember
just
what
making
show
this
it
up.
is.
I only remember the term thruple because it's in the Chiliad.
Sure.
I posted it in the Discord. It's a retelling of the Iliad as a college prank war,
Yes.
and it's incredible.
That's what you. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you meant an ad for Chili's.
No.
I was like, that's very progressive.
Yeah.
They upped their 2 for 20 and made it 3 for 20 in case you are in
3
a
for 30.
throuple.
In queso.
3 for 30.
In queso.
I have to go.
You did that to yourself.
I'm gonna go to Michael's.
And
And I'm leaving Coin out, even though he is clearly asking me to snap him away.
Doesn't
He
need to be
doesn't
out
want
there.
to be dressed up again.
he's like, no, Mom, please don't.
Okay.
Bucky looks.
There is no name for the establishment as it is not advertised. He normally travels by his grand transplanar ship.
They just know who he is.
People just come and ask him stuff, and if he doesn't want to talk to you, you don't make it to the front door.
You just
Is
ease
it
through
is it the ship? Like
Mm.
is it like in Skyward Sword where there's just that ship that travels around the island and you have to like hook shot yourself onto it?
So no, because this place just doesn't have a harbor where you
Oh,
could
okay.
get to him. That's the big issue.
Okay.
So most places he just sort of sails into harbor, and
okay. So
people-
it's not like an airship. It's a
it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's both.
It's both, but most
It's
of the
Treasure
time,
Planet.
most of the time he would just drop anchor at a
actual
dock.
harbor.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work for this city. So
Do we have a bay?
you do have a bay, but
Not a harbor.
you're on the
Oh.
cliff face.
Oh,
On the
that's
north
true.
and south, you're on the cliff
That's
face.
true.
So all the ships have to sail into the
Yeah.
caverns, but low.
Okay.
And then there are grand
Okay.
elevators that take.
He's
things
just like
up
hanging
into
out at the side of the
warehouses.
cliff.
It's actually so the ship itself, sort of disguised, floats over one of the unclaimed businesses,
Okay.
and then he has just sort of
Mhm.
occupied that space. But yeah, that moment when you cross the threshold into his domain, and you go through that transformative process where you are swept off your feet and you are stripped of your terrestrial belongings and redressed in finery.
Like, do I still have like my necklaces?
No, he takes pretty much everything. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. All your stuff is always returned safe, and it's always
Yeah, they're just
right back
important.
where you get
Yeah.
it. Unfortunately, yeah. But you also get that part of that. You can make an insight check if you want.
Sure, why
Anybody
not?
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, natural 20.
I don't-
Hey.
4.
Nope, I got
A
the opposite.
24.
I got the opposite of that.
Mhm.
That was my
No.
first roll with my moonstone.
Yeah.
Mine's a total of 4.
Nice.
It's a 24.
Hey.
Look, I only roll 20s when it's not important.
This might be important, you know.
Hey, you know what helps if I open
I'm
my
assuming it's
character
for.
sheet?
I'm assuming it's for protection. For him. I mean, I don't think any wizard would be
No,
strong
but
enough to get
it,
at him. But like, he took my focus and my wand.
yeah, he takes all weapons. He takes focuses. He takes spell components.
Okay.
Foci. But there's also an assessment, right?
Mhm.
If you try to enter his place and you have nothing
Mhm.
that is worth his time, or he can judge you. He's gotten very good at reading people based on what they
Carrie.
carry.
That's fair.
That's
He wouldn't let
interesting.
Sean in when he was in demon armor, right?
Yeah.
'Cause it was like, nope, we're done. Like,
Yeah, he knew better than to
I have such a weird assortment of stuff. I don't even know. I don't want to know what he thinks of her.
than to yeah, part of it. Yeah, and so that's why just like rando person can't walk in,
Right.
Yeah.
and you know everybody
He's
just showing
checking to
up
see if
through
it's
their
someone
door.
who he can actually do business with, and also and is probably of good intent.
Right. Exactly. So, and so that whole transformative process has some layers to it. But you guys go through it, and you do arrive at the other end. No worse for wear. You are within the grand foyer, and he is there as usual, feet up on the desk, wings brushed back. Yeah. Well, good afternoon there.
Hi.
What can I do for you all?
Just a few questions, sort of.
Of course.
One was business, sort of.
Okay.
So, you know what an oath bow is, right?
I am familiar, yes.
So I've been trying to figure out how to turn one of my sister's guns into an oath bow for her, but like a gun, so an oath gun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds very fancy.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
With an extra property.
Mm-hmm. Well.
I want to.
I don't even know what the extra thing is.
I don't even care. I don't like Courtney just wants it.
Oath bows are very specific enchantments. They are created specifically by elves on most material planes. Closely guarded secrets. Here,
we know Larvas.
a little less of a closely guarded secret. So, giving it to you is not being able to provide the enchantment for you is not an issue. What is an issue, however, is making the enchantment work with something like a gun,
Mhm.
because there are more mechanics to it that can be disruptive. Even putting that enchantment on a crossbow is something slightly more difficult, just because the oath of both the bow and the person is something. There's something intimate about it. It is conviction. It can be done. However, oath bows by themselves are very rare.
Yeah.
So,
She's not looking to buy it. She's trying to
Right.
figure out how to learn how to do it herself.
right.
Because that, if it's a gun, like thinking
Sure.
the whole intimate thing, if it's a gun made by her,
Right.
the person who's going to use it, and then enchanted by someone who is
Yeah.
family,
So,
it might be like a better chance of working.
yeah, potentially. So there is. Well, let's dig into Xanathar. So mechanically, what I do when you are taking an enchantment like the oath bow.
Mm.
If you're moving it onto something like a crossbow or something that is very similar,
Mm.
it's pretty much like just a straight over same rarity
Yeah.
thing. But going to a gun, because guns
Mhm.
themselves are more powerful than
Yeah.
the base bows.
Yeah, like I'm basically thinking like kind of like some of the same properties, but like some like different ones.
Okay. Well, if you let me know exactly what we're looking at, what I usually do when we're changing items like that
Mhm.
is increase the rarity a step.
Okay.
So the only thing above very rare is legendary,
Yeah.
and then artifact. So
What do you mean artifact?
no.
We'll never find it. But and it will disappear.
So let's see.
Come, I actually don't.
It's grabbing a
I
scroll.
don't remember all the properties of an oath bow. just remember having
For
one
those,
with it.
you knock an arrow on the bow and whisper in Elvish, swift death to my enemies.
Yeah.
When you use this weapon to make a ranged attack, you can, as a command phrase, say swift death to those who have wronged me. The target of your attack becomes your sworn enemy until it dies, or until 7 days later. You can only have one sworn enemy at a time. When your sworn enemy dies, you can choose a new one after the next dawn. When you make a ranged attack roll with this weapon against your sworn enemy, you have advantage on the roll. In addition, your target gains no benefit from cover other than total cover, and you suffer no disadvantage due to long range. If the attack hits, your sworn enemy takes 3d6 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Which you have a lot of that stuff already.
I thought-
So
Everything that sharpshooter gives me, because
Yeah.
it basically gives you Valve Enmity, sharpshooter, and an extra 3d6. That's what it is.
Yeah, so what I was looking at was the extra damage, which I mean I can see like the being able to do like a sworn enemy with the extra damage, and then I would assume you would have disadvantage on the other weapons. But I was also thinking of one that would you be able to shoot under, like it wouldn't get wet.
Mm-hmm.
That I feel like is
Which is the super important thing that I was saying. Like it's
one.
one that if like and I'm not saying that like, oh, none of your, like, it would be nice
But,
to
like,
find
the
your
gun-
powder thing that doesn't get wet, but that's easy enough to just, you know,
The
whack.
one
Yeah.
gun that doesn't.
But like
yeah.
like you have this one gun that whatever's loaded into it, if you go underwater, that's not going to get wet.
Yeah.
So you
Mhm.
have however many shots
You know,
while
six-
you're still underwater,
Yeah.
and it doesn't. When we get out of water, it's you have that many before someone having to use prestidigitation as an action.
bullets of prestidigitation.
You know what I
They
mean?
just stay
Yeah.
dry.
The dream.
I think they choose more the powder.
Yeah.
It is the
Yeah,
powder
it's the
issue.
powder, but it's also because I mean we're buying in the water so much.
Yeah, I know. Welcome to my
In
world.
this game.
Mhm.
Sorry.
I did this. It's fine. Listen, I never fucking went underwater with Hazel except for one time at Havoc's Luck. I didn't think it was going to be that big of an issue.
It's true. We never went underwater, and then as soon as you're like,
As soon as I have guns that matter if they get wet, suddenly we're
Yeah.
under in the fucking ocean every
time.
mission.
it's mostly I would like to give you a gun that can do some extra damage on some weapons on like specific people.
Mhm.
But also that doesn't get wet. I'd also like to get one that you could, like, if you were, and I can't think of how it's phrased, but like you can like recall it
Like
to
a-
yourself, or like if you lose it.
Like a packed weapon almost.
I
Like
don't-
the Eldritch
I-
Knight weapon.
yeah, it's an Eldritch Knight thing.
Yeah, those are more class
That-
features than
yeah.
weapon enchantments.
But you're so they're not squishy, but you're.
I can
You can hit
a gun
a lot.
holster of returning.
Ooh.
Look, I just want you to be able to yeet your empty gun at someone.
Listen, that's all I ever
And get it
want
back.
to. That's really
One
my
of these days, I'm gonna finish the bag of yeeting. It's
We all
gonna be
want it so
amazing.
badly.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I have all the notes in different places. I need to sit down and like put them all together. Use it in a one shot.
God damn it. Good.
hmm.
It's good.
I mean, it's also not something that needs to be done right now, but this is something that long-term goal that Mina would like to work on.
Right. So you want to, well, here is what I would
Mhm.
suggest, because what you just described was not an oath bow.
Yeah, that's the only term that she would know for it.
Sure. Yeah, I would you guys can I would sit down and really figure out what are you
Yeah. Mina can add whatever
Looking
extra stuff
for.
onto it that she wants. When Courtney, said I wanted this item, literally all I wanted was the bow of enmity.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
I was like, yeah, I
That's
remember you
the
at some
reason.
point
That's the
saying-
reason why I wanted.
I remember you saying at some point, "Oh yeah, this is I wanted this," and I'm
Yeah.
like, and I know that like
That's the thing that really made me want it.
yeah.
What spell is Vow of Enmity?
I don't know, and it's not a spell. It is a vengeance
Oh.
paladin feature.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
No, I just want to be able to just be like you.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Her thing.
That's what
also.
I really want it for.
Well, I'm pretty
And-
soon we're gonna have to go fight what's her face
And that would be appropriate.
and the governor.
That's kind of what I wanted for. I just want to be like Alveda.
For the murder
She
him
wants
and
to
then
yell
make-
Khan and then kill Khan.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
murder him and then make him dance on his own grave.
God, that's so dark. Wow.
Have you met us?
No, I love it. I'm not against it. We're good.
Yeah, I don't so
She's
keeping
just like,
stuff dry
You and that.
is
You can talk to her about it at some point.
keeping stuff dry is an odd enchantment, especially
Yeah.
with the mechanics of the guns. So that by itself is probably a rare enchantment, just given that how rarely guns exist.
Yeah.
The oath bow itself is very rare. So putting the oath bow as written on a gun
Mhm.
is legendary.
Okay.
So that is 50 weeks, work weeks of crafting, and
Oh, well,
100,000
we can do
gold
nothing for a
pieces
year, it's
fine.
costs.
Nice.
Essentially, Michael can, of course, do it faster, but he would need something in
Yeah.
equal trade
Mhm.
Okay.
for time and
Well,
effort.
we'll have to
We'd
start
have to find them like a
looking.
legendary item to be
I'm-
like.
I'm not taking a legendary item from the group for that.
I mean, it
look
is
for
To have, will it have the
To the
waterproof
delve, let's
thing?
No.
No, just the valve enemy.
just.
we can go
I
down.
mean, the oath bow as written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for like a waterproofing thing, there isn't like a household spell that would work.
I
Like,
you
you
have
know,
a
like,
horn
they
that's
probably-
waterproof.
I don't have one. It was from Gooter, and it went away after 24 hours.
Yeah, that was
it
in the
one
yeah.
of his
Yeah.
gifts
That
he got in
was yeah,
trouble for
because she
giving
had
us.
the
Okay.
horn,
Because those were
and
all
she lost that, and I
those
had the
were all
puppet.
basically
the only thing that we
legendary
got
items
back
they
was
gave
the
us.
boots.
Yeah. The
Because I happened to.
yeah. The horn a horn is pretty simple.
Uh-huh.
The issue with enchanting guns is that they move and click and
Yeah.
things explode in them, and enchantments are all very specific engravings and in carvings
Mm-hmm.
and infusions of magical energy. So getting that to work
Okay.
with moving parts.
Well, maybe a horn then.
Yeah, so the like the horn for the water for the
Powder.
powder
Yeah.
is very doable.
'Cause I
That
remember that one was specifically that horn was powder that was stored in that horn. You
It-
could you
It,
could use it
it
underwater.
enchanted it to make it waterproof.
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
So that's so
You
like I
enchanted the
said,
powder to make it.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably rare, I would say at least.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it removes one of the big limitations
Okay.
of
We know that horn
of the
exists
gun.
and it's out there somewhere. We might be able to
You can
find
go
it.
find.
It's probably with my
I'm sure it is. They came from the same place. Yeah, no, just the big thing is that like I don't benefit from the sharpshooter stuff from Oathbow. Literally
yeah.
the only
Yeah.
just because it's the only item that lets you do that, I just want to be like you.
Okay.
Like that's what I wanted when I said I wanted that. I don't even care about the extra
You-
damage.
We'll work on that. Maybe I can enchant the inside of the barrel. That doesn't move.
Maybe.
Okay.
That's a thought.
Yeah,
To dry it
I
as
mean,
it goes.
like I
Well, because
said,
they're already spiraled. You
Yeah.
might be able to put runes inside the spirals.
Like that.
it depends. Yeah. So what I would say is this: figuring out exactly what of the oath bow
Okay.
you want, like design the item and be like, this is ideal, and then I can give you like a
Cool.
price
I will write that down. Then.
and what you're really
Okay,
asking
good.
for. Yeah, but
What'd you do?
I don't know. I bruise really easily. I
Yeah.
don't know where this one came from.
Sure.
it's
Look,
an
I have one on
iron.
my knee that it's like a nasty bruise on my knee that I didn't know how I got until I was in one of the floats on Monday and redid the same action and went, Oh, that's how.
That's what.
I've done that.
it looks
I-
worse now.
Yeah.
You got a bruise on
I
top of it.
slammed it into the exact same spot.
Mm.
Well, it's one of the party boxes. They're all built the same way, so it was a different box, but it was everything
box,
in the
same
same
bruise.
Yeah.
Did it have
Oh.
a spider box?
Those don't. I
Spider
did find
power.
out what the spider box is for, though.
Spider
so-
power box?
Supposedly, because what they say it's for works on that float, but nothing's plugged into it. So I'm like,
Oh, spiders!
You have to give the spiders their
It's
power
spiders.
back.
It's fine.
Do we? One day.
I don't need to give the spiders their power back. I will come burn that.
Sorry, Christine, if you're watching,
No.
the beach balls.
No, I know. That's why I stopped myself.
Yeah.
I was like, no, never mind. Like, too real.
But speaking about these things that we had before, they were given to us by a really interesting individual. What do you know about dragons? Like really old dragon legends or stories? You look very young, but I'm assuming you've been around longer than I have.
probably.
You look great for
So-
your age.
Is there
Oh,
some sort
great.
of story about a dragon really long ago that did something wrong or something, but got turned into a gnome?
Or maybe long enough ago that he's forgotten everything about that.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatively, any
Are
white
we try-
dragons that have just gone missing.
Are we
Or
try-
platinum,
Right,
silver?
or are there?
Yeah.
I don't know that we ever found out.
No, we did think that
I thought he
his
was
armor is
warm.
white.
He has armor.
It wouldn't be white, it would be chromatic.
So-
It was good.
that
It would be metallic.
and it was
can't-
silver or platinum.
Right.
I thought he was hot though. Those
He
are
was hot.
cold things.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he was-
said that the
He felt like fire because we like did like a hand because I was trying to slap hands with him, but all he did was just press his hand into mine, and then Cody looked at me and was like, "What are you resistant to?" And I was like, "Ah."
Fire.
He feels like fire, like coin smells.
We
like
keep
fire.
saying things about Gator in the hopes that it jogs his memory.
Yeah.
We're assisting.
Understood.
sorry, at
We're-
some
We're assisting? Question mark.
looking through notes. This is for I got to a lamplighter's page though, and I wrote lots of gesticulating wildly at 9:48 p.m. Goat mother, what the fuck? Like that is what I wrote.
Gesticulating wildly.
I don't
I don't remember what that was.
I was like, because I assumed it was the we're all upset, but it wasn't that. If
It
you
wasn't
mentioned
that.
that,
Oh,
it
no, I
was
got that
when
one.
Thomas was actually reading and explaining what we had to do to us.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
I have at dawn we fight.
Let me show you my favorite note that I've written in lamps while,
Yes,
while
please.
Cody's reading.
Buddy, the clerk robot.
Oh, buddy!
Right?
I do remember what I said he
This one.
was.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
elemental heat thing
Also.
Yeah.
doesn't
Doesn't mean that he is a
jive
hot. Yeah,
with that.
exactly.
Yeah,
Because you did say
do you want me to change
Then
it
he's
and
like
say that he
white.
felt like cold fire
Yeah.
instead?
that sounds good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it felt
He-
hot to me, but that was because
That's-
that was my frame of reference. So
Yeah, he.
So so Mina has talked about cold fire before. So she's saying it felt like fire. She means it feels like the fire
Like
that she
frostbite?
gets when she uses her magic
Oh.
Sure.
because it's cold fire.
He if I remember correctly, I believe I did
That's
specify
actually what I've
he
written.
was
It's cold. and burnt.
great
Wow.
platinum dragon.
Platinum?
No, that's
I thought it was
No,
bronze.
That's Bahamut.
that's Anatrax. Sorry, that's the
It's
second
That's
edition.
second
Yeah.
edition.
Is it Tiamat? Is
It
he
is
Tiamat?
not.
That would
Aw.
be incredible.
I know Tiamat's super evil, but I love her so much.
That's
So I
fair.
can't do it today, but there's a
We had a
spell
game where we all
called
ended up
Legend
shooting her.
Lore that Dragon
Oh,
knows.
oh yeah, that is a spell,
isn't
isn't
down
it?
all my spells yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Did you mention that we're live on the thing?
What?
Did you mention that we're live?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't get a notification.
Oh, on the Discord. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
I'm looking to see if I wrote it down. I just don't remember what it was.
I know I did two different things. It sounds like I did two different things on two different sessions, which I am
Well,
sorry for.
That's okay.
doing.
Pick your favorite.
So I believe I was. I know he's not gold. I know he's not bronze. I think I was caught between brass and silver.
Silver sounds
prettier.
right. Yeah, silver sounds
Yeah.
right because we were. Yeah,
If
that's
his
why.
armor was if his
'cause
armor was pale.
Yeah,
then
that's why
silver.
I went to
Mhm.
white because of the arm. There was something with the armor where it was.
Yeah.
It was a pale.
And we
yeah.
met a bronze one already.
Let's silver him.
Oh, we could go talk to him.
Just want my necklace.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it! We should have asked as one of our. This would have been so stupid. As one of our
Ask him
as one
about-
of our 5 questions for the omnipotent voice of Havoc's luck. We should have asked him what the fuck Gooter is.
I said that was what I said in the thing
In the
for
chat
today. I
tonight.
was like, we could go request an audience.
We'd
with
have
the
to do level
voice.
4 again to get info.
No.
Was
that-
level, was level 4.
Yeah, you have to.
I don't think we get it though,
I don't know.
because we were told that
Yeah.
we wouldn't get money again if we did 3 because
So we don't think
because a bunch of us who didn't get to do 3 asked about it and we were like, no, we wouldn't get the money again. So I don't think we get the questions again either. But we can still request an audience.
I don't think you'd tell us anything.
I'd like to speak to the voice.
You never
And
know. Maybe he
gets
is for
bored.
knowledge, like Michael is for enchantments. Maybe
Michael does not know.
Okay.
It would be a local planar legend, and he
Okay.
is an extraplanar being. He does
Okay.
have. He would know. He knows a variety of dragon stories, but none specifically about.
Does he know anything about the Worm King and his prison?
Oh yeah,
Mm.
that's a good. That's all we don't know much about.
I'm sorry if I'm making you dig up lore. It just made me think about it because we're gonna have to go there eventually.
You are. You
I'm
are gonna.
laughing at your
Oh yeah, I brought this up.
William.
It's just this. Yes.
Kensington?
Sorry. I was talking about my shitty notes and I was like, hold on, there's the one where I just wrote Kensington in the biggest letters I could.
Yep. The Worm King's prison.
Yes.
He knows about it in perhaps the most Michael way possible. He doesn't really know the story.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that it has something to do with an ancient dragon god.
Mm-hmm. Great. Love that. Love thinking about going to that.
I actually think you guys have more information on like that specific
We
area.
might. I just wasn't sure if maybe
Yeah,
he
we-
heard
we
something.
get a bunch of
he
stuff on
he
it.
knows that he can sense
Yeah.
that the magical enchantments that that hold that place together are on a level akin to what he does with his ship.
Mm-hmm.
They are extremely powerful. It is extremely strong.
Mhm.
He advises caution in dealing with things that are that. He speaks to the time and effort that had to have gone into the creation for something
I mean,
along those lines.
for being entirely fair, I think that everything on that particular docket deserves our caution.
Right.
And get the key docket, that one.
Mhm.
I think
And our subtlety.
if we're gonna go.
I didn't mean to just look at you, but it's happened that way.
No, it's funny that
I
you think any of us
apologize.
have subtlety.
I can.
I Well, and
Until
here's
you-
something.
Until
I
it's
really
suddenly
think-
you're making a lot of noise and
Yeah.
everyone's flying away from you like
I
magic.
I think we might.
What?
I think we're gonna need that ship.
Which one? The Arc Rider?
Hmm.
Sorry, this is not a bad idea.
You know who we
Oh,
could
no.
go talk to?
I would love to. I've been meaning to.
I could get you in there.
I'm sorry, Arvis got a really bad idea.
I'm just saying, if you wanted an audience, I could literally be anyone in this island and grant you an audience.
That's fair, you
I
kid.
love that trick.
That's fair, you kid.
I want to see where this goes.
It's really
Do you
obvious
want-
what
Do you want to
what
go
her
talk?
idea- It's really
Do you want to
obvious
go
what her
talk to
bad
those
idea
two?
is.
Who, mine or yours?
Mine? I think we might have the same bad idea.
I mean,
Um,
I'm not going to say that I also currently have Dimension Door and Stone Shape prepared, but
That's my bad idea too.
Prison break.
I will let you know that Michael does tell you dragons
Uh-huh.
dragons are powerful magical entities in and of themselves. Sometimes they perform magic without the knowledge of it or meaning to. Something that would have stripped away an old dragon's memories would have had to been very powerful. Especially spells like Modify Memory and Feeble Mind, things along those lines. One, have limited capacity. So he would have had to have been under the effects of like Modified Memory. The same way when you cast a spell daily for a year,
It eventually sticks.
it eventually sticks. It's something like
But-
that.
but if it were true polymorphed first, then it gains all the properties of the thing it became. So it wouldn't be taking away an old dragon's memories, we were taking away a gnome's memories.
Ooh.
So if you do one first,
If it's true polymorphed, they are
if it is,
natural.
but he also,
They are
I mean-
natural shapeshifters.
yeah. So
They-
what if
they-
maybe he's just stuck.
Many
You just remember how to get back.
many metallic dragons have the ability to change their shape at will, and many metallic dragons choose. They're more dragons.
Mhm.
Older dragons, especially, are very isolated. So they find companionship in younger races, even just on like friendly terms. So if he chose to change his own shape, or if he was subject to some form of true polymorph, but if it was something as simple as like a true polymorph, you could
We just have
dispel
to
it.
kill him.
You could dispel it.
Or oh yeah, that's true polymorph. We'd have to dispel it.
Not reincarnation.
That was
Well.
that was a-
This
Yeah.
again.
If it, yeah, I mean, if it's just a magic, like I think you can even dispel.
I took
Unless-
dispel magic.
Modify Memory
Mhm.
was on him for a year or more,
Mhm.
which you guys think if that's what that
That's what
place
that
was
place was,
was
yeah.
casting, it might
Mhm.
have been, or it might have just been he went crazy.
Yeah.
Or maybe he chose it.
Maybe.
You know, maybe he did something.
What if he didn't want to be a dragon anymore?
No, I meant like maybe he did something bad.
And he won't
Maybe he did it to
What
himself.
what do you guys remember about Gooter?
Oh, it's nice.
So many things. He just liked to. He wasn't good at pricing or money managing. He just really wanted to run the shop.
Mhm.
And he didn't remember. He didn't have any like sense of time.
And
As
Daria
much-
wasn't there, but when he gave us the gift, he got punished for it with the cage, which is what concerned all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he likes giving gifts.
He really likes giving gifts.
Mhm.
Yes.
He likes people who give gifts to other people
Mhm.
because that was a big thing.
Because that was
when
why
we-
he was.
when we asked about the hat originally.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't need to eat.
But he
I
likes
don't
to.
think I don't think he needs to sleep. he was there forever, and he didn't have any control over the shop. Like he wasn't in control. It was we had the impression that it was somewhere he had to be.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's all in my.
I
other
had the
book.
same vibe. Was that something in? Well, the I don't remember their
The
name.
shop
It was
didn't
in
wanna let him
Cat's
go,
notes,
right?
and I don't have them. But the person, for lack of better word, that
Mhm.
was
The entity.
Yeah, that was there was-
Elvelian
Elsim.
yes, yes.
What do you remember about him when you guys delved down beneath the shop?
Wasn't
The goods or glorious goods. He took on the name of the shop.
Mhm.
The glorious goods or the greater good or something. It was.
I
it was
remember
that he
very
took on-
little because I felt temptation very early,
Yeah,
and I was just thinking about that beautiful gun and that beautiful hat that I could wear.
yeah, that's fair.
I may have written something down.
But that
Yeah.
was the
Oh,
thing, though.
I
that was we had
remember
to
was
choose to
that.
put away the things.
You guys just had
because
to
the
knock
shop
me
tested
out.
us.
I remember wondering if he'd failed his.
Yeah, because he got obsessed with the helmet that was able to slay dragons. And then the armor reacted to him, and like the thing would follow us around
Because
the armor would follow us around.
Cat failed because she found the book.
Yeah, we think that he
From-
failed. We think that he failed because he found this artifact that he couldn't separate himself from, and so he made him. What was suggested or said to us was that he made himself into something that could wear it, because he wanted it so badly, and he got obsessed.
And I remember
We
the
were
thing,
hoping that taking it away and like putting him in a place where he wouldn't necessarily, because like dragons are hoarders, and like he
Right.
like inserted himself into this place and just started getting stuff.
and I also remember the good or glory.
That yes, good or yeah,
The good or the glorious goods.
yes,
Yeah.
like it's for the good or it's you can have it. Yeah,
Yeah, that essentially was the choice.
Mhm.
Do you choose the greater good or the glorious goods? So remembering that, you feel stronger that he shape changed himself
Mhm.
so that he could wear,
The item.
yeah, so that he could wear the Dragon Slayer's helmet.
Mhm.
And he essentially basically failed that check of let this go and be okay, right? He could come and go because eventually he forgot that it was there, but you saw his obsession changed. It was just something he really liked.
Right.
And he remember he went and put it on for you and
Mhm.
showed it off. You think the armor that followed him around, it was in the dragon shape. He
Yeah.
probably wore that armor down there.
Mhm.
And when he was a gnome, he couldn't wear it anymore, but he was probably still attuned to
forever.
it
Yeah,
because that was his.
So why
Armor.
would a dragon want?
To kill another dragon.
Yeah.
well, if he was a good dragon, then he would want to kill them. He would want to destroy an evil one.
But to become obsessed with it that badly, what happened?
He might have killed his family. They might have killed someone he cared about. They're not always nice to each other. And also, if he was a righteous and good, we've seen already that we can get obsessed with hurting the people who hurt our loved ones.
Right, but we
Did you
haven't.
just point at me?
Right, but we haven't headed off like to kill them yet.
No, but
And
no,
Dragons are
not
so
for-
much smarter.
No,
They
than
are
for,
us.
not for lack of
they are
trying.
so much smarter. However, they are also more powerful, and so their ability to kill these things, we know that we can't necessarily take on Arvada right now. He might have been in a position to take on somebody.
We
And-
also don't know how long that want built up. So it might have over time and
I wrote Elsa attacks us. What a bitch.
and Courtney is our secretary. Remember that.
I know.
Oh, right, that's where the pirate key was, right?
Mhm.
Yes. Because and we keep forgetting that we have one of the keys.
Did I not write it in the thing?
No, we just whenever it comes up, just like in like the chat,
Yeah.
we're like, those are 4. Where's the 5th one? I'm like, we have it. We don't have to find that one. That one's not an issue anymore. We all defied temptation for that one.
Well, like 3 of you did.
They knocked me out.
But I got up again.
I failed so many saves.
You did.
I wanted that
many
fucking
saves.
hat so bad, man.
did.
You know.
It was a hat.
It was
You
a
wanted
hat.
dumb hat.
It was
With the
it was a
horns.
fancy gun, and then it was the hat and the cloak of the gunslinger.
Oh.
I wanted it really bad.
I wanted you to have it.
She
really
wanted
bad.
it so bad.
That was the point.
I failed so many saves, Allison. He gave me so many saves, and I just failed them all.
Many, many times.
Mhm.
That's usually what happens when I can tell you're trying to throw me a fucking bone, man. You're like, roll another one save, and I'm like, okay, that's a 2 every time.
Yep. Yeah, that's not my fault.
It's
at some point she just doesn't want to live. That's on her.
I
All right,
can't
hold
help it.
Hold on.
I'm just like this. Fuck me up, Cody.
So yeah, Michael, if it was a simple shape change, you could have dispelled it. You can try using Dispel Magic on something. It may be like Dispel Magic therapy,
Mm-hmm.
where you're trying to remove those modified memories.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a place to begin.
Do you know of any objects that would return memories? Or like water or something? Like a well or
The Well of
Um,
Sorrows.
I mean, like, there's the river Styx that takes it away. It's not unreasonable to think that there might be something that does the opposite.
There are purifying waters on. There's a variety of planes. Let's talk.
Let's
Let's talk about planes. That was
Boo,
weird.
boo.
I didn't like that.
We both typed freaking Hillary Duff lyrics at the same time, sitting across the table from each other without consulting with each other on
We-
Discord today.
We did. Matthew said, "Hey now,"
And
and
we
we
both said,
continued in the
"Hey
only
now."
way that it could have.
Now you understand, like, what happens to me and John all the time. Except
This is
yours
a
was a
dream
logical response to what
I
had just been
made
posted. We say illogical responses at the same time.
That's because you're both possessed by the same Fey Overlord.
Alright, you know what?
Just,
Calm down.
I'm not
Mm.
wrong.
His name is Ezekiel.
Ooh. That's the thing you were uncomfortable with.
No, I have an improv character from a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
who was possessed by a demon that she called Ezekiel because no one could pronounce his real name.
Good. This is as good a reason as any to be named
I
Ezekiel.
don't remember why we settled on Ezekiel. I think it was just the name that
It's
came
the
up.
book of the Bible before Daniel.
I need one, but it's
Oh
You
my
don't.
God.
You don't.
do.
That's a
No.
furry suit.
Yeah.
Caitlin.
No,
It
it is.
is.
Shut up and lie!
Hey, you could talk to our neighbors at OmniCon.
No, we're not going to be next to them.
Maybe across the way, so we can see all the merchandise.
We do not judge that lifestyle. We
I
just,
do.
we just,
I'm looking forward to seeing what because they're advertised as like a shirt place, right?
yes.
I'm interested to see.
Their name is very misleading. I'm
What
not gonna
their-
like roast this brand
Yeah,
live on
'Cause
the
it's
internet.
fine.
But their
We're-
name is
because
very
also-
misleading.
I mean, you like maybe all they have for cons, like maybe they really are like a t-shirt thing for
Yeah,
cons
but
and
they're
stuff.
advertised as furry shirts, like specifically
they
for
are.
that community.
Yeah,
Well,
but
so
I
that's
mean,
still
yeah, that's
just
still just
t-shirts,
t-shirts,
though.
like with
t-shirts.
extra low cut necks for the neck fur. And so
I don't think that's how that works.
It's not how that
No.
works.
It's not, but it's
Uh,
I think they're
gross.
themed shirts. I don't think they're shirts to wear over.
I don't know. I've seen furry suits with t-shirts
Yeah.
included.
Yeah.
No, it's a
I
thing.
haven't.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
weird. I am here to kink shame. I'm sorry to tell you
I'm
this.
sorry, that just sounds unreasonably like that's just adding more layers on.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
and indoors too. No.
What's
That's
funny?
too hot.
So you guys have seen that thing that's in about all the different languages and
That was
how
me.
they
It's
how they
much more
translate
swear words.
boyfriend or girlfriend, and like
Mhm.
this one means dearest, and in this country it means my beloved one, and in Finnish we say mulkvisti, which means one I don't hate as much as the others. And then someone actually did
That's
the
what I
Google
say.
Translate. It means dickhead.
Yeah.
Mulkvisti means dickhead, and I was like, Finland's trying to screw with people.
I
and
mean,
love it.
that's a
That's an endearment.
No, that's a multilingual
I
joke
use it.
in general.
Yes, I know.
Like I have lots of friends who speak Spanish. Who sometimes like, how do I say this to my boyfriend? And they're like, puta,
Oh no.
Mm.
I
cabrona.
had a friend who was in ASL classes to learn to be a translator, and this guy came in because he met this girl and he wanted to impress her, so he started taking sign language.
Aw.
And the teacher fucked with him, and instead of
Oh,
teaching him how to say
no.
hello and you are beautiful, he said, kind of want to say something else about her, but then I'm a fish. Was what he taught him to say instead of hello, nice to meet you. It was I'm a fish. I was like, fun fact, they're married now,
I
but
think what a
like
fun
it was like.
story.
That is a fun story.
But I think what he taught him to say about her was "you're ugly," instead of
Okay, well,
"hello"
that's
or
not-
"nice to meet
that's
you" or
not
some
as
mean
nice.
thing.
I liked the
Like
and I am a fish.
I'm a fish is funny. The other one was not nice.
So yeah, I'm a fish is hilarious.
That's just funny.
and
yeah.
honestly, if a guy who spoke a different language came up to me and was like,
And like,
"Hello,
really,
I'm a
okay,
fish," I'd
Like
be
you're
like,
darling. Oh my gosh.
I'd be like, "Well, okay."
That's so cute.
You're trying.
Yeah.
You're trying.
I bought more today
yeah,
for tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, we're Courtney and Allison, and we can't stop buying
Funny.
gel pens.
I can't find that one though. The black gold shift.
No,
love
I,
that.
I
I don't
had to
find
buy
it.
those as a pack. I didn't buy those individually.
I did buy a pack today.
Yeah.
And I got the black metallic. which is fine.
You could find purifying waters on the Shining Silver Sea next to Mount Celestia.
Princess Celestia.
Today I learned.
Perhaps on Bitopia.
What was it? Mount Celestia.
Mm-hmm. Elysium.
Mhm.
Wait, what was the second one? Sorry, I can't write that. fast.
Bitopia.
And how's that? B-I-T
B-Y-T-O-P-I-A.
B-Y.
Bitopia.
I'm assuming these are all different planes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the third one?
Elysium.
Oh, okay, I know that one.
Elysium.
Mhm.
And man,
Avon.
maybe Arcadia.
We're gonna need that clock.
Maybe Arcadia. But yeah, those.
You never know. Maybe Quill and Hazel and Haven will come back with some.
Yeah. I mean, Quill did give up a happy memory right at the beginning of that adventure.
He really did. He gave a good day.
Oh, I know. That's a happy memory.
That's sad.
Yeah, I know, and it was
It
to
was a-
save me. How the fuck you think I
I
felt?
didn't say it was a past day. She never said it was she never said you give up a memory. She said you give up one good
I was about
day.
to say what I understood from that was one day in the future that was supposed to go well.
Yeah.
It's gonna go
Isn't.
terribly.
But so
Yeah, it was-
either it
it
was
was
gonna have
when-
a really bad day
It
in
was
the
the
future.
next day when they
or-
realized they couldn't leave.
Yeah, it was the next day. It was either he was gonna have a really bad day in the future or he gave up a day with Dex. So
Oh.
either way. But he had so many of those. So many of
I'm
those.
sad. I'm
I
upsetting.
don't like giving up even one good day with people.
You
so
broke her.
many. He had so
You broke
many.
it.
You have to fix
You
it.
broke it, you fix it.
Damn it. Give her this. I was talking to her.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this.
It was for a
later.
good cause.
Allison, we'll make ourselves sad later.
Okay, we will. I was
That's what Allison
saving
and I do
Hazel's
off stream.
life.
Is just make ourselves sad.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but then I don't
Why
have
do
to
you
hear
think? Listen, Cody. Why do you think they adopted a bird?
We're making ourselves too sad.
We can talk. This could be tomorrow.
We can talk about it
Oh, tomorrow you guys can ask us questions about Sigil.
Oh.
I think I have to
Because
not
we-
be at the table tomorrow. I
because
changed my mind.
Why? It's gonna be so much fun. You don't understand. I have a lot. I'm pretty sure they opened up a shop.
I mean, we fucking had to. We gotta live somehow,
They did
man.
somehow. They did
Granted,
something.
I had like 5,000. I had I had so
We
much
had half
fucking
of the
gold.
party.
I had half the party parties, man. I have how much they had. If you ever need to know.
They're actually just
No.
crime lords
We're
now.
using. Oh my god.
You're
We're
welcome.
crime lords.
They're
No.
crime lords now, but quietly, where Hazel doesn't know. Haven doesn't know. Sorry, my words.
She even thinks we're policemen.
Yeah.
Haven
Haven is our enforcer, and she doesn't realize it.
There are no rules in Sigil anyway, so it doesn't matter. There are
That's
no
true.
laws. It's
There
just
are
don't
no
fuck
laws.
with the Lady
Oh
of
my
Pain.
gosh.
She hates it.
You must hate it. There's
She
no
still
laws.
hates
There's
it.
no laws.
There are laws,
Oh, okay.
but
It's
they're-
mostly just don't fuck with the Lady of Pain.
that's mostly. But
It's
there's
mostly
The
also
dominatrix who runs the town.
Yeah.
the guilds. Yeah, there are guilds that run it.
That's
There
what we
is
should have done tonight. We should have had a one shot in Sigil.
No, because
Yeah.
Austin's coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's back
we
in
gotta, we gotta do that later when the
Literally,
rest of
yes.
the Sigil group is there. I didn't
Alright.
mean as those characters. I just meant as like
Alright,
other
so-
people.
Jailbreak?
No, we can't. Break
That's
them out.
Armis's bad
We
idea.
cannot break them out.
Why
Right.
not?
We don't have to break them
Because
out.
then-
but-
Getting them out in the
did-
regular channels isn't working.
But did you ever do that thing where when your mum found out that you were doing something you weren't supposed to do, then she started watching you more?
No.
I did not have my parents.
No, I
She
think
just never found out.
yeah.
And they will definitely
Also, I
realize
think
that
she
we've
belongs to a
broken them
cult and
out.
She doesn't care.
Yeah,
They will
Actually,
definitely.
I don't think it's that she didn't find out. I think
think
it's that
she
she
didn't
didn't care.
They will definitely realize that we broke them out, and we don't want 900 Imperial babysitters descending on the island.
What if they think Jeremy broke them out?
I mean,
Then they will take him away.
Okay, no, hold
what-
on.
what-
They
why-
weren't in jail because of the Imperials. Jeremy put them in jail.
no, Lantix put them in
Yeah,
jail.
and he is an Imperial. He's
So
small. Yeah.
I've met Lantix. What if I'm Lantix and we get them out?
Then
and
Lantix
then
is
we
going to have you thrown
hide-
in
What if
jail
we-
for
Well, no, it's me.
impersonating a member of the Spanish cleric.
But what if? Okay, we could at least go talk to them. There's no reason we can't ask for an audience.
Listen, can we ask
Jeremy knows
people
I
in jail-
we could ask Jeremy.
People
if
in
we can
jail
go
get
talk to him.
visitors.
Yes.
As long as we don't bring in a cake, we should be fine.
Could we ask to maybe transfer them to house arrest instead or something, so they're not fighting, but like they're out of jail, but like we can watch them?
I'd like to check on them and see
Yeah,
how they're being
Absolutely,
kept.
especially because I haven't met this other captain yet.
Oh.
Yeah, and I want to
And
check
he's
on
been
Alan.
alone
I
so
haven't seen him
long,
quite some time.
Maybe they can. What did you say? Purple. Call it that now. Like how you're pinching your nose to stop it from happening.
I refuse to start over Thurple! I refuse!
There we go. Hi, Cody.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hi.
You asked, you said you were off, we are running the show tonight!
I said you want us to just putz around Sanctum. You were like, yeah, that sounds
We're literally
great.
just
and
taking
this
care
is
of all
it.
of our little
Little
errands and
side
symptoms.
things. Oh man.
I mean, we do need to talk to them to at least see if we can get them to agree to
Let's
like co-captain the ship or something.
Let's go talk to Jeremy.
because
and
we
Or
see if
they
he
do
can-
that.
co-captain the ship long enough to go steal back the other ship.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be us stealing it back. It would be pirates.
It's true. That's what pirates do. Unless you're
Pirates
Jake and the Neverland
steal
Pirates,
things.
in
Jake-
which
Jake
In which,
and the
in
Neverland
which
Pirates.
case you instead teach Captain Hook how to trick or treat politely.
That's an episode I want to watch.
there was a Jake and the Neverland
That's an
Pirates
actual episode.
book that said, "Remember, a good pirate never takes anyone else's property."
Well, I don't think you understand what the phrase "good pirate" means.
Different definition
Pretty much
of
just
good.
pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a good pirate, you absolutely take other people's property because that's what pirates do.
When you're a professional pirate.
Exactly. You're just bad at being a pirate if you don't steal stuff.
Okay.
No, we can go
Wh-
to, we'd like to
Let's
talk
be
to
bad
Jeremy.
to Jeremy.
Right, because we have to request to talk to
We
the
want
other.
to go
I don't think we
see
can just walk
Alan.
in. We're gonna need.
And his lover.
Wait, no, the other one's. Which one's married? Alan or the
No,
other one?
yeah.
Alana
Is Alana?
Yes.
I don't
To his
remember.
first mate.
Oh, is
Right.
he?
Yes.
Oh, is she in
Those
jail
are all in
or
my
is she-
Hazel notes. I don't have
is
those
she
notes
in jail or
anymore.
has she been doing coital visits?
She's been doing conjugal visits. Coital visits. Good night, folks. We're done.
That was Mina. That was Mina.
That's worse.
I was saying.
Sentiment, though. I'm just gonna say yeah.
I did the accent on purpose.
We broke him again.
No, it's great. I'm sorry, Cody.
You're good.
That was just me RPing.
It's conjugal.
And now it's coital forever.
Doesn't
No,
make
it is
sense.
not. Do not start
Why
that.
is it conjugal? That doesn't make
Because
sense.
that's what the word is.
Like conjuration?
No.
Oh God.
We'll pull out a dictionary later.
Will we?
Maybe. If you never call us a going to visit again, maybe. But you have to promise.
Look, Madeline explained to me how jails work.
Did she?
Are they in jail or prison? Which was worse?
Prison's worse.
Prison's worse. They're probably in jail then, because they didn't actually like.
Kill anybody? Wow.
Well, they did, but that was a pirate thing. They're not in. They didn't get arrested for being pirates. They got arrested
for fighting.
public indecency or fighting.
No, they got arrested for objecting when Lantix took their fucking ship.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, wait. Hold on. They got arrested because Lantix stole a boat from them and they were
Yes!
upset about it?
Yes, I'm mad about it too. Jeremy knows I'm mad about it. I told him I would have done that too.
All right, let's go. And then we'll spend the rest of the session starting up a petition.
We'll get everyone to sign it.
We would
Yeah,
do
that's not
paperwork
fair,
the one
that's
day
fair.
Abbott Goy is not here.
That was
the one day
I
he
think it's
is
funny.
No, let's go talk to Jeremy because I didn't realize that I
Yeah.
was not there for
I was
that,
just
and
sitting
now
there,
I'm
like, what are
upset.
they actually in jail
They're upset
for?
because
Yeah, it was literally
Hold on.
only me.
They
I'm
literally,
sorry.
they're arrested because the government stole their boat and
Yes!
they objected?
Yeah.
Now Daria's like, no, let's break them out.
We're
That's
breaking
why-
out of jail. Let's do this.
Why do you think she's so mad about this?
I thought you had it written down. I am mad about this. All right, yes, let's go talk to Jeremy.
Angry.
This can only end well.
All right.
Yeah, no.
when did
we're-
I become the rational one here? Oh yeah,
when you got
co-parenting.
super old.
Yeah, you look.
I look hot. I don't know. Too.
Have you been skipping your nighttime skincare fun?
Or have you been not eating?
There's a difference between looking old and looking bedraggled, and as
I'm just saying,
Well, you
Asian.
don't, okay, but you don't look bedraggled, is what we're
Listen,
saying.
at some point you gotta switch. You gotta switch the creams if you gotta go to the anti-aging stuff.
You're old enough now that it's noticeable.
Slightly. She's not like she hasn't jumped 10 years or anything.
Yeah, but it's been like 3 weeks and you look noticeably older.
It's been like 2 months. I've been spreading it over a couple of months.
Still.
But it's been like, what, 5 years?
Listen, life is stressful.
10 years?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, maybe Savanos is right. Maybe you do need to take a break every now and then.
Listen, he's like 200. So
Yeah, and he looks great!
Elf.
Yeah, but like comparatively.
Elf. And you were right at like, what, 20? One?
now Caitlin is offended because Yvonne is
22?
Caitlin's age. And so I'm
We're
angry
making,
now.
we're making a joke because you look older.
But she started.
You're the
because
one
there
who
is-
did
because
this.
She started at a time period when there is a noticeable shift of like 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
For humans, at least. And as a half elf, I'm assuming that would also be
A
noticeable.
little bit.
Because they age at the rate of humans.
Yes.
So you look older and you haven't.
Yes, but doesn't mean I look bad.
We didn't say it looked bad. We said you looked older.
I was teasing you, Yvonne.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Huh?
Is that what happened? Is it because she and Savanos, you know?
No!
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So it's not a concern.
That didn't happen to me, did it?
Now is when I get
I don't know. When did you?
Never mind.
I don't know.
I don't
Give me
know.
a date and I'll go back through my memory and see if I remember a noticeable age shift.
No, I'm good. I'm good not doing that.
I mean, I can't do that, but Kaladin could do it. So
What?
Oh, he can look at your memories, right? Isn't that weird?
I don't like that.
You have to let him.
I despise
not like
everything
a-
about that. Did
No,
you
no,
do that?
He explained it to me because we were talking about magic.
Uh-huh.
So his magic, so you know how my magic is the whole,
Uh-huh.
thing. So his magic is all,
Uh-huh.
and one of the things that he can do is look at memories.
Uh-huh.
But I think like I don't think he could do it like in the middle of battle because I mean maybe, but I think that would be harder. I think it's just a way
That doesn't sound very
Uh-huh.
fast
fast.
in battle.
Right. Like,
Mhm.
because you wouldn't do it in battle, but I think it's something that the other person has to like agree to. I don't think,
Oh, at
I mean,
least
like,
at
maybe.
least he gets consent before he goes rummaging
Right.
through your personal memories.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't. I suppose that maybe you could use it as like a fighting technique. I think Vulcans can, so maybe.
Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, he wouldn't do it to you unless he asked first and you said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to get it in writing?
No.
Okay.
Do you want to talk to Jeremy?
Yes.
I do now.
Why do you think I've been going to talk to Jeremy so much? I've been mad.
Honestly,
What? What?
I thought you thought he was cute.
Mina!
What?
That's
What?
not. That's
He
not,
is.
That's not
You thought Redkin
appropriate.
was cute and they're like the same age?
I mean, he's not unattractive, but like I didn't.
Yvonne had the hots for him
Thereabout.
for a while.
Yeah.
I know he's beautiful.
Yeah, he's not unattractive. Just that's
So
not.
hold on, you were going after him when you had someone.
You notice I never slept with him. I was just very,
You
very,
hussy!
very lonely.
You brazen hussy!
You've never tried to forget someone who you think you've left behind forever and will never see again? I didn't think getting him out was an option.
No, because
No.
that's only one person,
It's-
and that wasn't. No, wait, we'd go about that.
No, we would have gone about that at all.
And I do not wish that on you. Because sometimes you get sad and redirect your affections to anyone remotely male. Just
Or female.
yes, actually. I don't, but my mother's definitely did.
You should.
And
You
you,
should try it. It's
um,
nice.
Wait, what?
Had
What?
had a little what?
Hi, Tony.
Hello.
Like that's just. It's not appropriate.
What isn't?
Jeremy, he's like
Oh,
he's our leader.
All right, we're sort of talking. Let's go talk to Jeremy.
He's
We
like,
jumped off-
is that what you thought? He's like our leader. That's inappropriate.
That's hot.
Don't you think?
Sorry, Sabanos was my teaching assistant, so I'm not one to
That's-
speak.
Oh, so
he
you-
is the teacher's pet sort of thing going on.
Oh,
Okay.
That's actually-
okay.
I'm king
I
shaming.
honestly just thought it was like an age thing. Like, I thought you just liked older men.
That's also not a problem.
Is that like your thing?
No, don't have a thing.
Stephanos is really older than her, and he was her teacher.
Teacher's assistant. Look all you want. He's taught me plenty of things that.
Oh, I bet he has.
Bet there's not enough room in your book.
I have so many
So
books.
many books.
Listen, Yvonne, one day we are gonna just hole up. We're just gonna hole up in your quarters on your ship, and I will bring a bottle of whiskey, and we will
Good.
all have a nice girls' chat.
Tomorrow on our dice inking stream.
What you doing there, buddy? You invited us all.
Nothing.
You invited us here.
I know.
Cody's king streaming all of us.
No,
I didn't do nothing.
not
except
at all.
for Sam. Cody's king streaming me.
Let's
No.
get-
Did you leave anyone at home?
No, I didn't really get to know many people. That's part of the reason why I wanted to go.
I have an
We'll
entire
have to
ship.
find
Of,
someone for you.
I have an entire ship full of lovely people.
Is there anything like? Are you not compatible with anything like fire? I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, we should maybe not hit whoever they.
Not a fire genasi.
They can just have a smoke genasi.
That's a void
Is
genasi.
that how
a void
That was
genasi?
Steam.
I was thinking of, yeah, the steam was the one I was
genasi.
looking for. I am so
Is that how
done.
Norda happened? Oh,
We're gonna meet a fire genasi, and you guys are gonna get thrown back in time.
Oh my gosh! I
Norda's
like that.
mom. No.
I don't think that's how that
All
works.
right, let's go talk to Jeremy.
But let's go talk to Jeremy.
I will
There's an idea.
I will make my usual way
Okay.
into the government building.
Yep.
These people have seen me come yell at Jeremy enough at this point.
Yes.
It's not just yelling. I don't just yell at
Do you
Jeremy.
need to like request a formal audience?
Say, hi, I'm here to see Jeremy.
Yes. You guys wait a few minutes. When he is properly out of his most recent meeting, you sort of catch him walking from one of the meeting rooms over to his office.
Let's all stand here by the water fountain and act like we just happen to be here. It'll be funny.
And
Help when he walks around the corner, act like I said something really hilarious in his laugh.
Look normal.
Everyone behave naturally.
Look more normal.
That's what you all think I do.
We're leaning on something that's not there.
Tip everyone.
Jeremy walks.
Jeremy! Fancy seeing you here.
Jeremy walks by, and as he's
You're so
walking,
funny.
his head turns, and he keeps walking, and he's like, and you make a perception check.
Oh no, he's been important in meetings, isn't he?
I think it's funny anyway.
Ooh, 23.
14.
25.
22.
Yeah, those of you above 20 can hear him whisper to himself, "This doesn't look good."
I would.
Hello.
Hi, fancy seeing you here.
Yes.
At my job.
It
Yes,
is-
I
it is
know.
so surprising
It's very-
stumbling upon you.
Listen, Jeremy, we'd love to talk.
I only have a few minutes, but
Wait,
please.
we should probably talk in private.
No, he's still walking.
Oh, okay.
If you
That's
guys
Yeah.
if you guys are talking to him,
Right.
you
we're
are
doing a
Aaron
West Wing.
We're doing a
Sorkin.
West Wing.
Yeah. You are-
All of us,
he
we're
is
all there.
he is on his way, man. You like he didn't pause or stop. You guys said hey, and he's like, I've
He's like,
got shit
I
to
don't
do
have time
today.
for
Like,
this.
let's go. So yeah, you do follow him back to his office where when he lets you know to close the door when you come in.
Mhm.
So what do I owe the pleasure?
Did you steal a boat?
No, Lantic stole the boat. I told you that.
And how have you been, sir? You look very frazzled.
Busy. I've been busy, but doing all right. It's a lot setting up a new
We went
government.
to limbo and now we're back.
Welcome back. Glad to see you all made it unscathed.
We went twice.
We
Well,
did go
some of you
twice.
went twice.
Oh,
I went
I'm
twice.
actually much better now than I was before.
Oh, that's
Yep.
good. I'm glad to hear it.
You haven't seen your friend Harold since, have you?
Not since the Feywild. I kind of miss him.
I kind of missed chasing you and tackling you for a minute while we waited it out. That was always
Like
an
that,
adventure.
that for like about a minute every day. I get kind of sad.
Oh, no!
Like something's missing.
You broke her.
We could go back to the
You're one of the ones that wouldn't let me chase him.
I didn't want you to die!
Enough about Harold.
There's never enough about
We
Harold.
can talk about Harold later.
Fine.
Don't forget why we came.
Anyway, so we were wondering
Yes.
if maybe we could have a little chat with Alan
Ah,
The other one.
and the other one.
I literally have never
I
met him.
forgot
I
his
don't know
name
his name.
too.
I believe it's Mikhail.
Yes, that's it.
We have a Mikhail and a Michael.
Is
Or-
he
You did this to
Scottish?
yourself.
Well, I
Is
didn't
it
expect them to
Mikhail or
actually-
Mikhail, like MCHALE? Like he's Scottish.
Like Mikhail.
like
Joel.
like Mikhail.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the
Yeah, that's how
more-
I spelled
Okay,
it.
Mikhail.
more of the Russian spelling than the
Russian's okay too.
um I actually think it was not an M, it was a
It was an N.
it's an N.
It was
Yeah.
it was
Mikhail.
Mikhail.
Oh, yeah.
Mikhail. Like
Yeah.
like because
Like
it was the
Nikolaj.
same as Christine's character in Star Trek.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mikhail.
Yeah, I wasn't actually at the adventure where you guys met him, so I never have that written down.
I was, but it was Cat's notebook, and when I
Cat's
That's
not
fine.
here anymore.
Nope. Cool. Yeah,
Um,
if we could talk to them. That'd be just swell and dandy.
Mhm. All right. Well, I can make arrangements to do it, but I don't think you're going to like the circumstances.
I'm
in
sure
which-
I'm not going to, Jeremy.
How
I
bad-
already don't.
how bad
I
is
Why?
it?
don't know how much more upset I can get about it if
Why?
I'm being real honest.
Well,
Why?
originally the crew. It's a little difficult to tell. The individuals that had sailed in on the Arkwriter were given free visitation rights with their captain, whichever
Mhm.
one it turned out to be. Unfortunately, it seems that a number of attempts to steal the Arkwriter have forced us to place them into more solitary confines. So I can
You
arrange
arrested all
it.
the crews too?
Hmm?
You arrested all the crews too?
No, the crews are the ones that were caught attempting to steal the Ark Rider. Later on, they were arrested. The rest of the crew individuals that have done nothing wrong are, of course, free to work and live in the city as much as anyone else.
I have a so. You first.
Did you arrest Lentix?
Why
Did
would
he steal the Ark Rider first?
Lentix did not steal the Ark Rider? Lentix appropriated the Ark
Which is a
Rider.
fancy word for stealing when the government allows you to steal something.
They're not trying to steal it, they're trying to return it to its rightful owners.
No, they're trying to make more of them.
No,
No,
I'm
the
talking
crews.
about
Oh.
the crews.
Yeah.
It's their ship. That's how they live.
And they are paid for the ship while it is being disassembled and reassembled.
Did you ask them?
They were not forthcoming.
So
Then how did
instead
they
you just
know?
took it.
It was discussed with them. And then when negotiations broke down, Lentix and his guard acquired the vessel.
So like what the Empire does.
If you choose to see it that way, I understand. Listen, it is not a pleasant reality. But the truth is, with the phenomenal vessel returned to the Empire, we are at a severe disadvantage. And the ability for us to defend our city and our Commonwealth, as far as Lantix can see, is a strong naval presence. The other ships that we have do not match up to the war vessels of the Empire. We have seen that.
But right now we have a truce with the Empire. We're part of the Empire.
I understand that. But if it came down to a military campaign, they would, right now,
Destroy us
absolutely.
without hesitation or difficulty.
And that is why we are going to great lengths not to provoke them, to provide them with aid, to show the benefit of keeping us as a commonwealth. But the other hand to that is showing them that it would be a costly campaign. The best weapon we have at our disposal is the Ark Rider. No captain is pleased with losing their vessel. And I feel for Alon. I care for him greatly, and he's lost 2 now. However, the rest of the naval individuals, we have been able to, Lantix has made them promises that if we are able to transfer Ark Rider technology onto other vessels, that they would gain the benefits of that. So, the shipping guilds, our naval forces, support him in that effort. He has the support of both the mercantile guilds as well as our naval military in an attempt to strengthen opposition.
What might we do to aid in speeding along the research and development process so that we can get both of them a ship that they are happy with and out of here quickly? Can we unlock a new session of fetch quests to get this shit underway to get them out of prison? Is what
Why-
Caitlin is asking.
If I was them, I wouldn't stay with us after all of this.
They're not going to.
I don't blame them, and I hope they do go. I wouldn't stay.
But we can deliver on what we promised. We can get Alan his ship, a better ship.
Now that you can do.
That's what I would like to do.
Nikel's quartermaster, what was her name? Bronzeye, Cogeye, something like that.
It's Bronzeye.
Bronzeye.
Because I remember the that it sounds like
Cogfist.
bonsai, like the tree.
Mhm.
Oh, I love it.
Does she have a bronze eye?
Yes.
Fist?
No, it's Bronzeye. Yeah,
Does she
she's a
have a
dwarf.
bronze eye?
Yeah, her eyes are colored bronze.
Oh, I
Like,
was
she
hoping
has
she.
normal
I was
eyes.
hoping she had like a Mad Eye Moody.
No,
that was just
it's-
made of bronze, but
it's
actually
not
functioned.
mechanical, but you
She's half war. She's half
Half
warforged.
Warforged, yeah.
it's not she's not self-forged the way Cogfist is.
Oh, I
But
thought that was her last name.
Yeah, isn't
You just said it was Bronze Eye Cogfist.
I was remembering
Oh, so you're saying she's Bronze Eye, and then there is a Cogfist.
there
Yes.
who is who's the woman that helped you?
When
The Tinkerer dwarf lady that you guys got from
Siga?
Siga Cogfist.
Okay,
Oh.
She literally has
a warforged.
cogs on her hand. Yeah, her fingers
Yeah.
are forged.
She's
Yeah.
a
Self-forged.
cyborg basically.
Essentially,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and
Forged.
I believe it is Siga Cogfist, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't write
It's
down the last
Bronze
name.
Eye. What is the last name for Bronze Eye?
Bronze Eye would be her last name.
Oh.
I don't
We'll just call
remember
her Bronze Eye, that's
her first name. And Jeremy does not necessarily remember either. Bronze Eye is she's a talented arcanist, and she is one of the individuals that assisted in building the Arc Rider many years ago. She was also associated with its design process. Do you remember when you guys fought the zombie beholder?
Yes,
Mhm.
the zombie holder.
What do you remember about that session?
They
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the. Can I still participate even though I
Yeah,
was playing?
please.
different
Yeah.
character?
Yeah, that's fine.
Which zombie beholder?
It was Cat's first session, actually. It was the one where she almost got
was it the
disintegrated.
one who thought he was mad that he wasn't beautiful, or was it the guy
Which
who
one
was
is that?
creating beholders?
He
When
Was
was
that Catalyst's dad?
no, not Catalyst.
It was
Dad.
the
Yeah, this was
dwarf.
I wasn't there,
but
This
but-
was the
It
one
was
who
a
had
dwarf.
half of his things missing. Was it that guy?
It was
Half of his
the.
dogs
The-
missing.
I'm
yeah,
looking.
that was
Yeah,
the zombie.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like almost like a factory to create.
They pulled them off to build things.
Yeah.
They had mutilated him in order to do stuff with it.
They were making a mechanical beholder.
Oh yeah.
And these were the dwarves that he had mutilated to have like
It's
metal skeletons, and that's why they were still working. They were they were like machines with flesh placed on top of them. But do you remember whose workshop that was?
I'm looking.
Was it Siga's way back then? Was it John Market? It was like someone
I'm
that
looking.
yeah.
It's way back in my
Can
notes.
we
It
roll
is.
a
It
check?
is.
Can
It
I-
is way back.
Thank
Sure.
you. It's very far away.
I said I
Yeah.
wasn't there for.
Were you
that one.
were you there?
Hold on, Alan and the Arc Rider and Tomb Raiding. I found it. It is Undead Things, Featherfall Tokens. I did not write down whose it was. Fallid, Strongheart, original shipwright who built the Arc Rider, spent some time in jail under Sai. This might be his tomb. Found it.
Fallid, Strongheart,
Yeah.
Bronze Eye
Was his
worked with
apprentice or something?
yeah. worked with Strongheart in the creation of the Arc Rider.
Mm.
There are you can talk to her. There are secrets that he kept from her, and they are what are giving her trouble in
And recreating.
Mhm.
in recreating it.
Does she need us to go to that workshop?
Yeah, if we can research or find things or find if he's still alive or hell find his body and we have
Yeah.
people who can talk to him. Like
Yes,
Right?
there are.
can you?
Yes.
Yeah, that was in Caitlin character, not in
Yeah.
here. That was in Caitlin
If
thing.
he still
Yeah.
owes a mouth.
She does have. She can put together. I don't have it immediately, but she
Yeah.
can put together a list of things that she would need. Some of them are rare components. You may need to go back into the Underdark because that is the closest source of other planar energy, or travel to some other planes via the portal, right? Collecting wild elements from Limbo, which you guys have visited,
Yeah.
or some other things like that to power these other Arc Rider engines.
listen, that's better than just leaving them in prison indefinitely. 'Cause-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just because they objected to having their stuff stolen.
They wanted to keep.
Is it just the Navy?
As well as the mercantile guilds.
No, I mean he's only trying to go for that type of weapon.
Is he trying to build other land vehicles or creatures with that sort of engine?
Or what about people?
And yeah,
Not the engine. Just if he's all about we need a show of
Strengthening the
power.
military.
What happens
Yeah.
when we have people who can do powerful things? They get conscripted into the army.
Well, so far, no one has needed to be conscripted. Everyone has volunteered. People want Sanctum and Sanctuary to remain safe. The issue came to a head because Alan and Mikhail couldn't agree. Part of the issue was the Arcrider was doing no good for anyone sitting in dry dock.
Mhm.
And if it wasn't going to be out sailing the seas, at the very least,
he could use it until they figure it out.
well, it's in pieces right now, at least the stronger bits of it. But hopefully, and the idea initially was pitched to them, we would be creating more. And so whatever the second Arcrider was, they could have. Civility was attempted first. And while they are unpleasant actions, they were taken for good reason.
Might we talk about getting them moved to some sort of... I know they're in solitary confinement right now. Is there any way we could maybe look into getting some sort of house arrest situation happening instead, so they're more comfortable, so they're not feeling attacked, so their crews aren't... I know crews that are loyal are prone to mutiny, and I don't want them causing problems in the rest of the town.
I believe that's why they were isolated away from the rest of their crews. However, if you all were willing to take responsibility for them, then we could potentially move them to another domicile. If any of you have abodes that you think would serve well. However, we will have to place a variety of enchantments on them. And
So I was asking if they'd like to. They might want to stay, but if given a choice, if they're able to leave.
I suspect that they would prefer friendly faces and not poorly cooked meals, but that's more
Yeah, Jer, when all this is over, we're gonna sit down and talk about prison reform.
We're very progressive in our prison thoughts. and our military.
That sounds lovely. I will let you know the poor meals are actually not an intentional punishment. It's just he's just not a good cook.
Why is he getting paid to be a cook?
Because
Nobody pays me to be an enchanter because I can't fucking do it.
Oh, that would be funny.
all right, well, listen, I'm trying. It's a very low paying position and doesn't always have the best supplies, so
So two things. We got
So you get
gotta
somebody
talk to
who
them.
can do
We
something
gotta talk
with
to
it.
Bronze Eye, and we gotta restock the stores at the restaurant at the prison so that they're not sad.
Well, I think it's a cafeteria, not a restaurant.
well, I do
That's fair.
make sure that they get at least a weekly fine meal. It's the least I can do. I have checked on them. They are kept in hospitable civil arrangements. However, because of our close association, especially with Alan, all visitations are monitored,
Might I be able to speak to both of them?
Monitored how? There's somebody there.
both in person and via magical means.
Okay.
Might I be able to speak to them both together? at the same time? Is there an anti-magic room?
They are kept in anti-magic cells. Yes.
Is there a place where we can have a face-to-face with a party they're not used to? I've never met Mikael, and I haven't seen Alan since all of this happened. It might be nice to see different faces talking at them for a moment. Especially someone who has access to a ship they might be able to be on for a while. It's not their ship, but it might get them out in the open water.
We can't allow them.
Not even locally.
No.
We use that ship, Yvonne. We
I know.
take it places.
I know.
You can't let them leave.
No. If Mikael sells state secrets as far as where the Arkwriter is, its capabilities, all of those sorts of things.
Yes, but if they're being watched,
And did everyone not think about how they might be so inclined to do that after they've been imprisoned for months?
Months was not the ideal goal.
It's been months.
I agree.
Honestly, I've done more spiteful things for less.
I have no doubt.
That's true.
I just thought it might be a good.
Do you remember the time with the sheep and the goat and the fire? And it's not important.
I would have been less uncomfortable if that had been a euphemism. But
It wasn't.
I just thought maybe a gesture of good faith might ease some of the pain.
Initially, well, I appreciate that. Unfortunately, jailing them was not the first effort.
I know.
But
they've been here for a while. They might have.
I know, but the ship was taken under peaceable-ish terms.
I don't think throwing anybody in jail is peaceable.
Well, they weren't in jail initially. It wasn't until they attempted to reclaim the vessel after the matter had been explained to them. And even then, we allowed their crews to go free. Their crews persisted in jailbreak and thievery attempts. We have to have some laws, and
Jeremy. You know, I'm always rooting for you, bud. I think you're a good person for this job. There's not any way you're going to be able to spend this for me that's going to make me like it.
I'm not asking you to like it.
I don't think
There's
he
not any
likes
way
it.
you're going to spend this for me to make me agree with it.
I know. I don't want to be the one telling any of you this. I don't want this to be the case or what's happening. All I'm trying to say is that we didn't start by throwing them in jail. That wasn't the first option, nor is it our main goal. We want them to be free. We want them to have the ships. We just want them to have more of them. We want there to be so many Arkwriters in the ocean, no one would dare come to this city.
Yes, but then you're saying that to Alan, whose pride and joy is that his ship was different.
I know.
We can't give him the same ship we give everyone else.
I will find a way to make it back to him. I don't know what else to do.
I know.
The decision was Lantix's.
I know. I'm not mad at you.
I hear you. I'm trying.
Well, if we're not allowed to take even Alan on a ship with us, even under magical lock and key, then
It's not Drim. It's not a pirate island. I might be able to get them moved into one of your abodes. You would have to agree to it being mystically converted into something that could hold individuals of their great ability.
well, that's my problem. Is I volunteered that when I thought they could be on the ship. My boat is a ship, so
I got a tavern with a brothel on top.
oh god, yes. Okay,
I
good.
don't have a roof.
You really don't.
you do not. That's why I was offering that when I was planning on it
Do
being
you have
me.
more than one floor?
Well, yeah.
Then isn't
I think there's a
the
basement.
second floor the roof for the first floor?
Well, sort of.
I mean, my room has a
mean,
roof. Otherwise,
right.
when it rained on my ship would get wet. I'd be
I'm
useless.
just saying, it's very easy to get out of my tower.
I've been sleeping in her spare room.
And the
They would-
fountain.
They would.
It's a tower. There's a bunch of spare rooms. They're just all empty.
Mhm. They can.
I mean-
the tower or the tavern. Here's the thing: the tower would be acceptable. They cannot have contact with their crew
Mhm.
because they have organized dissent.
But what about his wife?
A crew
Don't say
member.
it.
Actually, I don't think they're married. I think they're
think-
just
Together.
together. Yeah.
It's a common law marriage.
Um.
We still have to make do with each other.
Yeah.
So, the tower is the tower is good, but
Unless they could stay in the
the
basement.
tavern wouldn't work.
Mhm.
They would essentially move guards and mages into your tower to keep it non-mystical,
No.
non-magical.
But we do magic in there. She does magic in there. That's the whole point of it.
I know.
What happened to Oz?
Can we stick
Who's-
them in a tapestry?
Our demon lives in the tapestry.
Oh,
And what about my candles that don't go out? There's a lot of magical things in my tower.
Hey, I
It's
have
a wizard's tower.
May I have a question?
I know. Yeah.
I'm
I
Armistice
have-
is back to her bad ideas again.
Listen, Yvonne has a worse one.
Is it?
It is. It's that I have.
We put them in the Big Brother house.
Nope. It's that I have. It's that I have. Never mind. It's that I have 3 women living in the Feywild alone who could use a male guard.
No.
Well,
Willow doesn't want that.
I know. That was my dumb idea. Is listen, I can watch them because I have the only way in and out. Like, I have the key. He literally can't come out. Like, without me. Like,
You wanna
realize
send all
that
the guards
people
and
go in
mages
and out
into
of
the Feywild?
like all the time.
yeah, but where they are specifically is the only safe place, and it's like that's where this is the entrance to the area they are.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? If anyone's determined, they can find a way to break them out. If someone is magically determined enough to get them out of the Feywild, they can get them out of prison. Like, it's not going to be like, yeah.
Like if someone was magically determined enough to get them out of the Feywild, say someone who'd spent, I don't know, years traveling through plains,
Nick, I
and
No, I
maybe
know.
has
Oh.
I
a
wasn't going
lot
to put
of
them in the same place.
experience.
I wasn't going to put them in the same place. I was going to put Alon in the Feywild
No.
and Mikhail somewhere else.
I don't like it.
Mm.
No, they have to be together.
They do. They've spent so much time apart in solitary confinement.
This
That's
is
why it doesn't
literally
happen.
what got us here.
What?
Them being together got us here. Is
And?
that they were fighting all the time.
No, they
But
needed to
not
be
each
together
other.
long enough to agree. Long enough to agree.
Cody, we want a pirate romance, and you killed the 2 that we had planned.
You
before.
killed our original ship. You blew so many holes into our ship,
legitimately blew up our
Cody.
ship.
You sunk our ship, Cody.
I'll find you a different
We
one.
have
Guess what? One of them's already taken.
And it-
Thruple.
I'm
She's
going
purple.
Thurple.
in this world.
It is thruple.
It is
She
thruple.
said
Right.
thruple.
I regret existing right now.
No, don't regret existing. We killed Sam. Sam's gone. Sam's.
It takes a lot to kill Sam.
It does.
I'm texting Allison something that I don't think I can say out loud because I'll
If
laugh
you-
too hard.
If you let us,
Oh.
if you let us bring White and Enoch back to life, then,
Then we'll stop shipping Alana
but
and
as each
Mikhail.
other, not as like as themselves. Like none of this reincarnation crap. As each other. They just
We
need
need
to
to Freaky
spend.
Friday
want a
them.
Freaky
We need to
Friday.
Freaky Friday them so they can spend a day in each other's shoes
And they learn about
realize-
selfless
I want
We
to
switched
do.
their cutie
I want
marks.
to do both. I want to do both Freaky Friday and
That episode of
Parent
My Little
Trap.
Pony. Oh yeah,
on them.
and that episode of My Little Pony.
We
where
were
she
gonna
switches her
parent
cutie
trap
marks.
them and it never got
we
to
were
happen.
going to parent trap them. We can't parent trap our own parents, so we were going to parent trap them.
They are the parent trap.
I know. It's fine. We're just never gonna touch it. It's gonna be okay.
Do you
That's not
need
what's
to
gonna
parent
happen.
trap them?
No, they are the parent trap.
They are the parent trap.
The parent trap, and the trap just leads you to a cult.
It's quite the trap.
Yes. That feels a little too pointed coming from you two specifically.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
We're literally talking about
Our
our
I know you
parents.
are. I know you are. I'm gonna stop talking tonight. It's fine.
You're good.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Look, I don't like them being in the.
Dariana's going to make 45 pounds of food appear on Jeremy's desk,
Okay.
and it is going to be taken down.
Okay.
Is it good
He will.
food?
Yes.
Okay.
He will get that to them.
Yeah, give those poor idiots some vegetables.
They
And
will
some
have
saffron.
vegetables
Why do you use so much cilantro?
Cilantro. It's cilantro. Not
and
saffron.
cilantro. Yes.
Yes, take the cilantro.
Oh, but they have to eat that within 24 hours or it goes away.
Okay.
Cilantro?
Well, they probably won't eat 65
magic
pounds of food.
Give it to everybody else.
Everyone can have
This is part of the
some.
prison reform. We're starting now.
Okay. All right. I don't know if we have 65 people in prison. We will see.
We will round up 65 criminals and stick them in prison for a dinner.
Or you know if anyone's
the
struggling,
guards
they
can
can
have some too.
Yeah.
Any
Mhm.
guard who's not a dick.
Okay.
If they're a
The
dick, they
guards aren't
don't get
allowed.
any of it.
Got it.
How do we test that?
You can just tell.
Oh, okay.
It's like
That's
a vibe
weird,
that they
'cause
give off.
They give off
really
that
have
douche
not
vibe.
been able to do.
Okay.
You know, the dick vibe.
Big dick energy.
No, not that.
No.
energy.
Different kind of dick.
Different kind of dick energy.
What is that Finnish word for dickhead?
I can't speak. I'm sorry. You've reached the voicemail of Courtney.
Okay, guys.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, I'm away from my phone
I
right
don't
now.
like. Here's the thing. I don't like them being in jail, but I can't set up anti-magic.
We can't
in my
anti-magic your tower. The whole
It's a
literal whole
wizard's
point of it is
tower.
that it's
And I
magic.
have I have magic people living in it.
We can
I'm
open it
pretty
to
sure
a
the
group.
fountain is bottomless.
We can open it to
That's
the
cool. It's
group,
a bottomless
though.
fountain, just so you can sleep in it.
Aww.
I thought of that just now. It used to be a wizard's tower. It's not so much anymore. But there's a few random things left. The fountain. Once we fix the fountain, we realize it's a bottomless fountain.
You can sleep.
There you go.
Just a giant eternity pool.
It's not very big. Like it's just straight
you
down.
mean an infinity pool?
That
What did you
So
say?
nice.
Oh, did you say eternity? This is an eternity. What is an eternity
It goes
fountain?
down forever instead of out forever.
It'll take you to Fillory.
I'm ready.
It won't.
Oh.
I'm not. I'm not
I don't know
play
if this
you
has
to pick
become
fountain.
Cody.
I don't either. Are-
You didn't
I'm
say
discovering that I
anything
don't. I'm
wrong.
discovering that I'm discovering that I don't like our government. It sounds a lot like the Empire. But I've never been to the Empire, so maybe.
well,
they're
also
not
to
so
be fair,
bad.
like is a very medieval mindset conscription. Like that is a legitimate all medieval thing for army and military purposes. That's normal. That's not evil inherently. That's just historically accurate. But
Oh, yeah, Courtney's
Yeah.
fully aware of where this
Yeah,
is coming
exactly.
from. Army fucking hates
yeah,
this.
but yes, but Yvonne can't say historically speaking.
No.
Like,
I mean,
Um,
the
yeah,
what I will say is
Militarily
that they did try to
yeah.
pay for it, and then they were like, "Okay, well, let us do it, and then you guys don't have to fight. You'll have two, and then like
this is the Moses argument or King Solomon argument of let's tear it in half, and then we can actually build.
But they both said,
They both
no,
said
my baby.
Yes, they both said no, my baby. And so it's like, well, fuck, let's duplicate the baby. It's fine.
yeah,
Let's bring out a second baby from somewhere.
yeah,
Never mind.
Which shows they both deserve it.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not a-
that's the moral of that story.
yeah, and so yeah, that both of them. Yeah,
Both of them love the baby.
yes, and we're trying to help.
if
I have
so.
those same dice, and I need to re-ink them in something, and I don't know what.
What I will say is that once you have spoken to
They were a different set, but I still like them.
Bronze Eye,
Mhm.
you guys absolutely. I am glad that you guys came up with this idea because
Oh God,
because well until you asked, I wasn't gonna
Yeah,
be like,
you're welcome.
more quests for you.
Nari,
You're-
Yeah.
Nari wasn't going to ask. She doesn't know or understand magic.
I know, but
And I was the only one who knew about this
Yeah.
until now.
exactly. But yes, quests unlocked.
Yay!
Good for you guys.
Yay, more.
Side note,
So
Side
many
note.
things going on.
we have voting happening right now on our Instagram story for the color that our aggressively barred sexual shirt should be. We have 2 different versions of purple, and
Mhm.
the votes are literally 50-50 right now.
Two
I'm like,
different versions of
y'all are
purple.
fucking not helping me!
So that would be 3 versions of purple.
Get out.
That's what a thurple is.
Uh-huh.
3 versions of purple.
I quit.
Don't quit. We need you. You have a vote.
Thurple? What? Okay.
She doesn't have a reason now.
Okay.
It's just what's happening. Just let it happen. Sometimes you just have to let it happen.
That sounds good. Well, quests have been unlocked. We've lost our minds.
We're tired.
Let's take a break or let's call it a night. One of those two. What would you guys like to do? Would you like to play a little
10.
board game? It is 10 o'clock. Or would you like to call it a night?
I'm
I'm
sorry.
good with whatever.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah.
Do we want to take a break and then let them know when we come back?
We can do
Because I
that.
don't think we
Yeah.
don't have to have the discussion.
Of
Yeah.
course.
They don't have to watch.
We've
us
done that
decide.
before.
They
Yeah.
don't have to watch me
Yeah.
debate over what time I have to be at work tomorrow.
There's,
Yeah.
there's precedent for that. Of
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
hey, we'll take a break and we'll either come back to say goodnight or we'll just sign off or yeah.
Or we'll come back to do something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds
of those
good,
two
guys.
things.
A little bit of a weird night. Sorry for the weirdness, but you know what? We're having
It's
fun.
gonna
Yeah.
be a
We
weird.
unlocked
Yeah,
the
like
quest.
if we can go chat with Ella, are we just gonna fucking check on him?
Okay.
I will say that if they don't take any of my bullshit away from me, I can't be magically scryed on.
Okay. They would do that first. They would attempt to
Disrespectful.
yeah, once
Do
they
see it, maybe it's under all my armor.
no, well what they do is they attempt to cast read thoughts
Mm-hmm.
on you.
Yeah,
and,
divination magic does not work. on
and
me.
when it does not work, they will either not let you in
Mhm.
or ask you to remove whatever is impeding that.
Mhm. Okay, she's not taking it off.
Well, we'd have to go to the anti-magic room first.
Their cells are anti-magic. Because they need you would lose the components in your spellcasting things, and then the people
If you
have
go in and you just want to tell them that I
No, I'm saying she'd have to go into the anti-magic
No.
cell before she would take off the ring, because the whole point is for her to not be scryed on
Yes.
right.
by,
But if they
Like,
want
she's-
her to take it off in the anti-magic room, would that be allowed?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But the whole point is for like a
Okay,
really, really
I mean-
bad
The reason
person
why she
to
doesn't
not
take it
find
off
her.
is because she thinks if Alveda's going to scry on somebody in this party, it's going to be her. That's why she doesn't take
Yeah.
it off.
Okay. I mean, if you explain
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
that
is
would- it would be
necessary,
like-
then
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
sure.
Here's the
If
thing.
you want to come and stand next to her to make sure
You know,
that
you know
nothing happens,
Alveda Decima
that's
from the Empire
fine.
and how she's
but
the
you
worst.
know the worst mage in the entire empire.
Sure. So yeah,
I don't want the 5 seconds that I take this off to be the exact moment she decides to have a peek in and see what's happening.
okay. So yeah, they can put you in anti-magic rooms, and you can speak with them that
Cool.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to check on Alan, and I will let him know that I think this is bullshit, and I don't care who's listening to me for that.
Okay.
And see if they want anything.
Yeah. Alon would like a dummy.
To
You want to punch it?
Yeah.
We'll see what we can
We
do.
can probably find that.
Yeah, he wants like a wooden dummy to punch.
We'll see what we can
Oh,
do.
you promised
They
not
might
to
not.
punch each
They might not
other.
let you have a wooden one because you could probably turn that into like a shank.
Okay.
But like they could. They could probably get you like a stuffed one.
Yeah. He wants like Mikhail is he's always sort of come on back. I don't know.
Sorry, I
I-
had a thing.
Yeah.
I thought we were done. It didn't sound like you guys were going to try to move them out. Would you like to go and speak with them? Is there more?
I just wanted to talk to them really quick. That's it. Like I don't even have to
Okay.
like I didn't even have like a long conversation to
Hey,
have.
what about Gooder's place?
Like a shop.
He needs some assistance.
It's public.
Oh,
Yeah, it has to be like
see
a
a
house.
private residence.
Yeah.
We'll see
it's-
what we can do
I
about
mean,
that.
there's got to be a house somewhere that hasn't been claimed yet.
Yeah, but that's
The issue is I think
essentially
one
the
of us
same
needs
as
to watch
the
it.
jail that they're
Oh.
in.
Well, I mean, we're We're literally the only people on the island doing anything.
I mean, there's more than
There's gotta
there's
be
more than
other
the four of
people.
us who have
You know what?
houses.
Kyrus should be here pretty soon, and Ruby's friend. Maybe
Yeah,
the two of them.
We'll talk to them.
They're both clerics. Maybe they can
I
hold
know.
them
I think he should look
at
at
the
June
church.
because she could hold her own. That monk could just.
Hold on,
Yeah,
we do
we'll-
have a temple.
I'm just gonna take a
What if we
We have a
made them
spaceship
take
downstairs.
vows? What?
a spaceship under the.
We're not conscripting them into the church.
It's not really conscripting them into the church.
Fake vows. Faux vows.
I didn't think
That doesn't feel
No,
right.
that's not.
Yeah, also that's sacrilege. I
Yes,
think Daria
that's
hates
not a
it.
good thing.
Also, to be fair, I'm pretty sure both of them would be totally okay with joining a death cult.
Probably.
That's fair.
We can send Ruby down to visit. In the meantime, she can,
No,
she
she'll
can
just kill them.
No, she will
No,
sarcasm.
but she'll
no.
they'll sarcastically
Listen.
be like, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore, and she'll be like,
No.
great.
No, because I will go with her and explain to her how many people they're capable of killing if she keeps them around.
That's fair.
You just have to know how to talk to her. Why do you think she takes health potions now?
A miracle.
Listen, I just want to
No,
let.
because I explained to her why health potions are necessary.
So you are a miracle.
Yes, she is.
yeah.
Listen, I just want to let Alan know there's somebody's fucking corner out here.
Yeah.
He appreciates it.
I'll see what I can do about the dummy, my bro.
Said, like, listen, buddy, I tried to get you a spot on my ship. I know it's not your ship, but I tried to get you a spot so that you could be out on the ocean again, and they said no. But I tried really hard.
I appreciate it.
I also tried to put
Also,
you in
if
the
we're
Feywild.
oh
but
fuck, I
that's-
forgot he was Southern. This is gonna fuck me
They
up.
also said no to that.
If we're being honest, would have done the same thing, buddy. And I told Jeremy as much. Not that it did anything, but you know.
I get it. It is what it is, unfortunately. Not terribly pleased about it, but
No, I don't expect you would be. Right, we'll see what we can do about everything.
yeah,
Everything.
thank you.
The food tonight should be
He
good.
should probably be here like soon.
Do you want us to say hi to anybody?
Because I wrote
You've
a
been
letter
here for a
like
minute.
mid-fate, and it was like 11 weeks.
Oh, our friend.
Yeah, he should be here, and Ruby's. They should both be here really soon.
Nice.
Okay.
Just because we did a bunch, we pushed
Yeah.
we pushed the timeline a bunch, like right after we both sent the letters. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
Yeah.
did, didn't
actually,
you?
hold on.
You guys did. Yeah, no, he's not allowed to write letters or anything, and he just, tells them he tells you to tell his crew that he's doing all right. Tell him to stay sharp, things like that.
Are there any of them
Do
who
you have
would
any
be-
special messages that you want to deliver to anyone, like a private message? That's
No.
Is there anyone on your crew who you think would be willing and open to taking on employment with someone else for a while?
I'm sure some of them are.
Anyone who you can particularly recommend? I mean, I've sailed with you plenty. You know which ones are going to get along with another crew and be willing to listen to me, and which ones maybe wouldn't.
Sure. He
Make a
he
list.
can give you a couple of recommendations.
Thank you.
are any
Yeah.
of them wizards?
Enchantment.
He doesn't.
And his girl. Like, if she's willing to sail with me for
We've
a while.
met so many pirates. We haven't met any other wizards.
Wizards are.
We've met some
More rare.
liches.
We met like 2 wizards, and you killed them both, and I didn't get to meet either of them. One of them was. One of them wasn't.
Oh yeah.
You're
One
a
of,
wizard.
yeah. One of them was just creepy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Creepy
if your
wizards,
if your
dry
lovely
wizards.
lady is willing to take on a post for a while so that she can keep occupied, I know she's got to be going out of her mind.
Does he have a hype man?
Mm-mm.
Aw.
I know.
He's his own hype man.
They're like he and
I know, it
Slagathor
would
get
just be
along
really
really
cool.
well though. Where's 80s right now?
On the water.
Yeah, okay, cool. We haven't yeah.
Well,
I,
we should probably send him a message to stay far, far away with his ship.
Yeah.
You can't.
Mm.
There's no more Leviathan scales. You can't.
yeah,
You
he-
can't
break
they
that
can't
one
remake
down.
that one. Yeah, he's pretty safe.
right.
But
That's all I wanted to talk a lot about.
Okay.
but get me a list of the people who I can maybe hire on who would not be leading a mutiny against me, because then I can't protect them. But the ones who'd be willing to listen to another captain for a while. The
Okay.
ones who I'm a
Submersible?
captain now, by the way. So thank you
Congratulations.
for all of your
Cool.
help. I learned all of my ship stuff on Alon's ship. I did like 1 week on 80s, but like we had to do weird ship things like learning not sailing, but like ship stuff.
Mhm.
Like I think I learned navigation tools whilst on Alon's ship specifically.
Mhm.
So I talked to him about that for a few minutes and like asking
Yeah.
for advice for brand new captain
Okay.
running ship things and just want to talk to him about shoot the ship.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's as good as I got.
Actually, while you guys
That
are
sounds
talking to
good.
him, I think Mina's probably trying to talk to the other one, but it's just the two of them staring at each other silently because she has nothing to say to him. She's never met him, but she didn't want him to think that no one came to visit him.
Aw.
So it's just the two of them,
Sweet
like,
girl.
That's the sweetest thing.
I usually have a fox, but I couldn't bring him in here.
That's sad.
I heard your ship is really nice. I didn't get to see it.
Used to be great.
Have you ever been to Limbo?
A couple of times.
You know you have to move there with your brain.
Unless you have a ship.
Oh shit.
Is your ship intelligent? Is it a
No.
person?
No.
Oh.
It just controls
That'd
the
be cool.
reality around it.
Do you speak Undercommon?
He says yes in Undercommon.
I don't speak Undercommon, but I'd like to learn how to speak Undercommon.
And then he says in Undercommon, well, that's how you say yes.
Could I roll to see if I can decode that with my
Sure.
decoding
Yeah.
skill?
Make an intelligence check.
Can I have advantage with my code
Sure.
breaker stuff? Let's roll my new ones and see if anything else.
Okay.
Intelligence would be 23.
Yeah. Yeah, you pick that up.
Maybe I'll come talk to you and you can teach me Undercommon.
And he'll say yes one more time just to drive home the lesson.
I know that one.
Good.
She's going to say yes in Undercommon for
Yeah.
the rest of the day.
That sounds
God.
yeah, that sounds good. He goes, well, you are a quick study. And he'll do it in Undercommon and then he'll translate
Okay.
it for you.
Oh my gosh, I love it. He can
gotta-
join the Luckstone Linguistics Club.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he speaks a few
we
different
can
languages.
hire him on as a tutor.
Mm-hmm.
I speak a bunch of languages, but not that one.
speak
Oh.
But I have to go to the Underdark eventually, so I should learn that one.
Yeah, that one is very important in the Underdark.
He's a drow, right?
He is a drow. Why would you want to go down there?
I don't, but I have to take care of someone who's down there.
There's only one way you take care of anyone in the Underdark,
Killing them?
pretty much.
I don't think that's physically possible, but I'm gonna try.
Well, best of luck.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Maybe if you're not in jail, you can come with us.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, on one hand, anything sounds better than being in jail, but on the other
We're
hand,
working on it.
that actually doesn't necessarily sound better than being in jail trying to kill an unkillable thing in the Underdark.
Well, I don't really want to kill him either, but I mean, I don't want to go either, but I don't really have a choice. So,
Run into those.
yeah. Do you have a favorite food we could send to you?
Yeah, he likes skewers.
Oh, okay. Any particular meat?
Is it just the convenience of the skewer that he likes?
Yeah,
Maybe it's
yeah,
skewer,
and
nice.
the vegetables that come with it.
Okay.
He's had many different skewers coming from many different planes. So any skewer will be a happy one.
That's the saddest thing. I like this guy.
I took a new one.
Me is making a new friend.
Good.
I know it's okay. I got it. We're gonna parent trap this.
We got this.
Dinner on a boat.
Skewers on a boat.
Skewers on a boat. Also dinner.
Dinner first and then skewer.
I'll say this off stream.
Okay.
Oh no.
We'll talk about it off stream.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
She'll promise to come back and visit him.
Okay.
so that he's someone to talk to. Since she's someone the government will allow in to see him.
Yeah. All right.
As far as I know, she's perfectly harmless. I don't think Jeremy even knows about.
Not about the necromancy.
Yeah.
He knows you adventure. He can tell you're a wizard. You never wear armor.
Yeah.
You're a magic user of some kind. But as far as like the necromancy goes, he wouldn't. No.
She's not going to tell him no.
Mhm.
She doesn't even look at it as a weapon. Apparently, that's dangerous.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna take like a 10-minute break,
You gonna
guys.
leave? Okay, bye. Just
She's
okay.
taking us out.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just 'cause-
Caitlin
How
had
did
to-
Caitlin leave?
Yeah.
I thought she was
Caitlin
over there.
ran to- yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back, everyone. So quick decision. We are gonna say goodnight. So sorry for the short game, but hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with us. Tomorrow night we're gonna be hanging out more. Well, these lovely ladies. Is Sean gonna be here? Is that-
Yes.
Yes.
And
Christine.
Christine.
Christine. It's the group from tonight, Sean and Christy.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I will be out.
Yeah, biddy
Yes.
night tomorrow.
It's biddy night. We're gonna match make some dice, and
Mhm.
we're gonna
We'll play bridge. We'll
re-ink
play
some
bridge
dice.
with brunch rules.
Uh-huh.
Ooh,
The brunch
excellent.
rules for bridge. You want to know what the brunch rules for bridge are?
Everybody wins.
No, here,
No.
give me some cards. Just give me some cards. I'll show you the brunch rules for bridge. Okay, so I'm playing bridge. Yeah. Anyway, so yep. And did you hear that? That's what she said. You just lay down cards so you can gossip and do something with your hands. That's brunch rules.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's brunch rules.
Canasta, I win. Wait, what?
Exactly. Yep.
Wait, I gotta.
A full
I got a
flush. Full flush. Royal house. I win.
I also feel like that's Jane Austen card playing rules
Yeah.
because they are just there to
They
talk
play
and pretend.
with.
I was gonna say they play
They play
whist.
whist.
Yeah.
I can bring Mary and
Taking
Mr.
a stroll
Darcy.
around
Oh my
the
god.
room.
You wanna
Don't-
bring it?
Maybe.
I'll bring it just in case.
Just in case.
Since it's not a long. You can
awesome.
shorten it.
Well,
And the way we play it, you have to use British accents, so it makes it more fun.
well, there you go.
Sam,
We're
like,
gonna have
Sam
all
says I can't
the
play then.
teams.
Sam can't do
You'll be
accents.
fine.
But I
One of the greatest moments ever playing it was we were playing at work, and one of our managers was playing with us because it was like between shows, and we make everyone talk with a British accent when we play we play it, and he said somebody did something, and he said, "You said what? I mean, you don't say." He like clutched his pearls, and we're like, he's like, "My goodness!" And we're
I
like,
will
"First
say-
of all, it's not British."
something fun. Caitlin and Cody for Christmas, they got me Post-its, and you're not gonna be able to see this, but I'm gonna get Cody's camera.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And this is Mr. Bingley.
Aw, it's not
Okay.
focusing. Here,
Focus.
Just let me do it.
here, put.
You know
Like
who's
a
You're,
piece
you're
of
just
paper.
too close.
And we've got Jane and Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy.
Aw, look, they're so
and they're
cute.
Post-it notes.
They're precious.
Because I'm that girl.
I love it.
That's delightful. Well, tomorrow night, match and dice, coloring those in. If I'm here, maybe I'll paint a mini. Who knows?
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
we're gonna put if you check out our Twitter, you can send us some questions and maybe we'll answer them.
Yeah, or
That'd
if
be
you're
awesome.
on our Discord, send us some questions.
Yeah.
Put it in general.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
find it and we'll.
Yeah, we're
Because
gonna.
we've talked a little bit about
Yeah,
what we
we're
want to
gonna.
talk about.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna
we-
talk about some character stuff, some playlist stuff. So
Yeah.
if you have any
Awesome.
character specific
We'll
questions,
talk about our headcanon for
For-
Hazel and
yes.
Quill and Sigil because
We'll
we
talk
have
a little
one.
bit about the sigil group
Mm.
that disappeared. And yeah, if you have any character specific questions for this or lamps,
Yeah. That's true.
And if it's something
Hit us
specific,
up.
just keep in mind it's going to be the four of us
Or-
who play tonight:
yeah.
Sean and Christine.
and I mean, Sean and Christine and I all do Star Trek. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask us. Yeah, we're just gonna chat
And
with you
Cody,
guys for a little bit.
possibly, if you want to
Yeah,
play
we'll see.
many with us.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
We'll have an extra camera if you want to sit and do with your different paint over there.
oh yeah, my whole other thing.
Yeah.
We'll see. Today ended up changing plans that I had,
Mhm.
unfortunately. So we will see what happens tomorrow night. But it will be a good night either way. Thank you guys for hanging out. We are after tomorrow. We're back Lamplighters on Friday, and then Gloomhaven on Saturday. So we will see you next time. But until then, be cool.